Let's get nasty on a Monday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Justin Jefferson is also here. Justin Jefferson, fresh off beating the Detroit Lions, decides to come back to our show. Justin, it's good to see you.
Yeah, some would say it's probably the biggest win we're going to have all year, beating that team.
Wow.
You're not wrong, nah.
And, yeah, it was great to see our young quarterback back there. You know, it's nice to see him make a difference.
So Jamie is paying off the punishment for losing. The Vikings beating his Lions yesterday. Plenty to get to on that one. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can see that Jamie is, in fact, wearing the Vikings helmet and the Justin Jefferson jersey.
Beat him outright, too.
And struggling to see anything small.
Yeah.
You ain't got your glasses on.
I got to go with the Kurt Rambis look here.
There you go.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
look like Rodrigo Blankenship.
Yeah.
You do.
That wasn't the biggest loss of the weekend for Jamie.
No.
Oh, wow.
What are you talking about? Huh?
You're going there now?
That's called a tease, is it not?
It is a tease. We'll certainly get into the NFL action, but I guess we have to congratulate Carey on his Dodgers.
I can't even find the blue glasses. Who got rid of them, huh?
Oh, I threw him away.
There they go. Yeah. Toss them over here, Anthony.
Oh, boy.
Let me
We
tell you
haven't
something.
done this
You
in
wanna
a
put 'em on?
while.
Let me see. Hey, here we
No,
go.
I don't want to put them on.
Hey, man. I tried to tell you all. The Blue Jays are up. It was Marshy's fault, actually, because on Friday, he said the series was over.
Yep.
The Blue Jays going home. It's over. It's a wrap. They're going to win it. And, you know, we take that. It was a Thursday or Friday. I don't remember. One of those damn days.
I think it was Friday.
But if you look at the best team in baseball for the second year in a row, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Man, how can you not love what you saw? You might not like it. You might not, respect it, but damn it, you should appreciate it. Because everything that you could do right in baseball, they did it. Miguel Rojas hadn't hit a ball in forever.
He may never hit a ball again, actually.
And he may not, but he hit one that mattered, right? He hit the one that mattered, didn't he? Home run. Get back in the game, young man. We are here. Dave Roberts, he's sleep in the dugout, maybe, but he wasn't asleep when he put Andy Paez in at center field. Hell of a play out there to save the damn game.
Almost killed somebody.
Oh, it got to get out of the way, Kike. You got to move. Get your ass out of the way. Get run over or get out of the way, one or the other. This is what I'm talking about. The unsung heroes, guys that you don't even expect to make plays. It wasn't Shohei. It wasn't Mookie. It wasn't Freddie. It was Max. Right? It was Miguel. Huh? And it was Will. Huh?
And
guys that you
guy
don't
named
even...
Yamamoto was pretty good too, Carey.
He was really good.
Too.
Yeah.
And he won the MVP because spectacular. Well, they need to test him because most men are not able to do what he did. Complete game, pitch another game, 96 pitches, win it. Oh, the night before, I don't give a damn. He showed you he doesn't care.
That
The
showed me that Dave
18-inning
Roberts doesn't
game,
like him very
he was
much.
up, ready to play and pitch if need be. That man is a machine. And this damn Dodgers team, if you don't give them credit, that's on you, man. Shame on you. Shame on you for not respecting the game. Best baseball game
done here.
ever played. Best World Series game ever played. Point blank, period.
You can make an argument that the real MVP was that outfield wall
Yeah.
in Toronto.
So I told Marshy, I was watching a Sportsnet clip the very next day, and they had the pitching machine, the little with the tires spinning. They had that thing angled up right down at the wall, and it took like 60-some attempts, aimed perfectly to get it to stick. The baseball guys were working against them.
You certainly were.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever it takes, right?
That was like watching the Patriots-Falcons Super Bowl, where things just had to happen that are unexplainable for the most annoying team in the world to win. Julian Edelman having that football levitate for a couple of seconds until he got his hands on it.
Yeah.
Was basically the same thing as Will Smith somehow getting his foot back down on the plate after it came up.
Can we talk about that for a second? Because I have a massive bone to pick with.
He's got a magnet in his feet and the plate.
I've been calling the Blue Jays guy falafel for his base running. And I know the next... Whatever.
Kind of falafel.
You know what? Falafel.
You know, we're going to forget his name after bad base running.
He's on third. And I went back and watched because, I was like, what the hell? How does he not get home there? Because Rojas makes a nice grab and a nice throw, but he stumbles. And by the way, Falafel was in there because he was a pinch runner, supposed to be faster than the other guy that was out there, Bobichette, which he would have been. No doubt, okay? And the next day he goes in the media and says, well, I'm trying not to get doubled off there. The play is a short lead at third, especially because we got a guy in the box in Varsho who hits the ball really hard. If he hits a line drive, I could get doubled off. Oh, bullspit. Mm-hmm. If you can't, first of all, Muncy was creeping in. Who's doubling you off, by the way? Muncy was playing, he was ahead of him, which means he could extend his lead till he's at least equal with Muncy. He didn't. He went back. He was like 2 feet off the bag, and he missed by a quarter of an inch being safe.
Yep.
Game of inches,
as Rojas is stumbling back. I hate the Dodgers. That play by Rojas was absolutely incredible. For him to stumble back, still get enough momentum, and have the throw be accurate, that was unbelievable. It really was.
Even the play in Game 6 where he ends up scooping that ball
the bare hand
to end the game.
Man, listen.
He was a hero. A lot of times these World Series are not all about, but sometimes the World Series are about unsung heroes, and Miguel Rojas was certainly an unsung hero. Shows the Dodgers didn't really have to pay for all those other guys, They just had to lean on Miguel Rojas.
Yeah, we're all the big price guys. What'd they do?
Yeah.
Listen, I will get. To me, we can. People can be mad about the Dodgers. The Blue Jays played their butts off. Like Vladdy Guerrero showed you, he is more than just a hitter. He was outstanding in the field in Game 7. I mean, making some outstanding plays at first base. He was spectacular. Clement, he's hitting the ball all over the place all series long, and drove that one into the gap that Pages just. I mean, it's just a hell of a play by a center fielder in a moment where if that hits the ground, game over.
Yep.
Blue Jays win. So I think the Blue Jays did everything that they could, minus the fact that when you get Vladdy on second in the bottom of the 11th, you got to find a way to get him home. Like, people can complain about Falefa and not scoring, but the Blue Jays had multiple opportunities, bases loaded opportunities, an opportunity there in the bottom of the 11th where your leadoff hitter hits a double. And then you bunt them over. They had multiple opportunities, and Alejandro Kirk comes up and he gets sawed off and hits into a double play to end the game.
Broken bat.
That there's the Blue Jays honestly have nothing to be ashamed of. And as you said earlier, it's not like it's David versus Goliath. This was Goliath versus Goliath. Both those rosters are well taken care of in terms of finances. But the Blue Jays played their butt off. They just came up short. And the Dodgers made some spectacular plays when the time needed to be made.
I mean, you can make an argument that the Blue Jays were actually the better team through 7 games of that series. They outscored the Dodgers. They limited the Dodgers' offense the entire way through. But that's baseball.
Their victories were more impressive.
Their victories were more impressive. Yeah, absolutely. But when it came down to it, they could not execute. And in order to win a World Series, you have to do all the right things, the small details. It's a game of inches, like you just said, and that's what it really came down to. It really came down to that.
Well, my mom's not very happy with me.
I don't blame her.
No. My brother's probably not happy. I haven't heard from either of them since the...
Well, why aren't they happy with you, though? I mean, you were rooting for the Blue Jays, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you why in a second here. It happened during the game. My brother, who so kindly started a text chain. And said, I said the Blue Jays are fast lane now. Extra innings favors the Dodgers. This bitch is over. I wrote that. My brother was like, nice attitude. And I'm like, oh, I'm just being honest. He goes, why don't you just believe, baby? I'm like, what? And then he's F off to me.
That's what you said to me in our group chat.
I said, hey, sorry for being right. Just after they win. My mom goes, you guys are funny. But she's holding it together, but she hasn't reached out to me since.
Yeah.
And neither has my brother.
What she did there was she did the mom thing. She was a mom first, but after she sent that, she now has to deal with her own feelings and her own emotions.
Well, she
And I
probably
don't blame
text
you.
my brother and said, let's not talk to this a-hole for a week.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
I don't blame her for processing her feelings and emotions and coming to the point where, like, I'm never talking to Jamie again.
It's in play.
Yeah.
It's in play. But
So
I was right.
The Blue Jays left 14 runners on base.
That'll-
It tied a record for the most in a World Series Game 7, joining
All right.
the 1924 New York Giants. The Dodgers in the 2025 World Series batted .203. It's the lowest by a winning team since the 1966 Baltimore Orioles at 200 is what that team was at. To me, this was the biggest, if not the biggest, but this was the most Toronto type of loss. Like, it just, wow. Like the Maple Leafs. Like, it just...
That's brutal. The way that they lost was absolutely brutal. It's brutal. Rojas, imagine the emotions of rooting for this team all your life, and you watch as the second baseman for the Dodgers stumbles backwards as you've got your best speed guy racing toward, or some semi-racing toward home.
Thank you.
To win, to have the winning run. And he stumbles back only to throw a piss missile to the catcher. Now you got a little bit of hope because maybe Will Smith's foot came off the ground. Good news, it did. Bad news, he put it back down. You're out. Next play, or whatever the sequence is, you got Andy Paz, the center fielder, murdering his left fielder to get the ball and somehow making that catch, holding on to it, or else the game's over. Like, the sequence, look, not to mention Rojas hitting the home run to tie the damn thing.
With Ohtani on deck.
With Ohtani, like,
If anything, you would have thought he was the one that would tie the game.
if Ohtani does it, I don't know which one of you said, I think maybe Marsh, you said, if Ohtani hits the home run, you're like, all right, well, it's the best player in baseball. You got Miguel Rojas beating you not once but twice.
But I wonder if he was pitching distracted, thinking to himself,
He had to.
like, once I get past Rojas, I've got Ohtani. Because Rojas hasn't hit a baseball in a month and a half. Like, he's terrible.
Yeah.
And I guarantee as a pitcher, I'm going to give him something to hit, give him something to nibble at. Little did he know he's going to take a big bite of that.
Yeah, he did.
He had to throw a strike in that spot, and he did, and Rojas did what he had to do. I mean, it's one of the worst losses that you can have as a fan base.
It's not great.
Non-bias by any means here. Put that, thought process aside. Was this the best World Series game that you've watched?
Yes.
It's probably the greatest.
Obviously, 2011 Game 6. Was
1993
great, but this was Game
1993 was
7.
pretty good, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
the 2001 ending, Diamondbacks, Yankees.
Yeah, with Luis Gonzalez.
Yeah.
That has to be up. That has to be
This
number
is
one.
number one.
It has to be. With the
extra
sequence of
innings,
events.
You got people. You got
Yamamoto's
benches
pitching on what, 24 hours of rest?
Yeah.
Like,
You got benches clearing, which I
That was
wasn't-
awesome.
That was. Like, Jimenez literally tried to get hit the pitch before, and Robleski said, okay, well, you want to get hit? I'll hit you.
Mm-hmm.
I got the hell with you. You stuck your hand up trying to get hit. All right, it's 2-0. I'm not going to give you anything down the middle or anything to hit. How about I just give you what you just tried to get in the last pitch?
Right.
I had no problem with it, Jamie. If you say anything other than that, we're going to be, okay.
I have a huge
'Cause I know.
problem. No, I have a
you
huge
like people
problem.
to get hit.
Yeah,
If you
but-
want to get hit, hit them.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
One, I agree with you. My huge problem's different.
What's that?
Once those benches clear, why is the guy who's hang on, why is the guy who's never going to see the field in that game not running over and just ambushing Ohtani? And like, that's your time right there.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Get thrown out of the game?
So what?
So what?
all right.
Ohtani's got a concussion. Can't bat the rest of the game.
They'll give him the 2 weeks, and then he can come back, much like they gave him like 10 minutes to get into the dugout and come back and throw his warm-up
It didn't help him.
It takes
pitches.
time. It didn't help him. It didn't matter. John Schneider's coming. Hey, you're taking too long. So
He
what?
was. It was ridiculous.
It was, but.
Come
what
on.
are you gonna do in that moment? Are you
The
gonna?
catcher gets his crap on
Are you gonna
faster.
throw him out? Are you gonna give him
have to.
a
Just
walk?
let him pitch,
Give him
apparently.
yeah, you're gonna let him pitch. You gonna give him a warning?
I did think that was a masterful job by the Blue Jays. Schneider talking about it the next day. Finally says, look, the first time we had Ohtani, we tried to jump every first pitch. Early. Get him out of rhythm. It was a strategy for this one was we were sitting back. We're going to make him throw as many pitches as we could and see if he could hit the strike zone. He'd never pitched on 3 days rest.
Yeah.
And he's only pitched a handful of times this year.
It's a great strategy. The whole thing blew up in their face. The baseball gods shined again on a Dodgers team that doesn't deserve to be shined on.
That's a good play.
It was a great World Series.
It was.
Through and through,
It was
1
great.
through
It was
7.
awesome.
It was awesome.
That was great. Yeah.
Quite frankly, I think the Dodgers should be embarrassed for not sweeping. That's just me.
You know who should be embarrassed?
Just win, baby.
The Yankees should be embarrassed for their effort last year.
Yeah. Yankees and Dodgers should both be embarrassed today. Also, we like to report that the Miami Marlins and Pittsburgh Pirates have been officially eliminated, along with the Colorado Rockies from postseason contention.
But not the Cardinals.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's Fast Line on 101 ESPN. Speaking of those Cardinals, Masyn Winn becomes the youngest Cardinal to win a Gold Glove award. We'll chat about him and really kind of what winning at the Gold Glove in the first couple of years will do for a player and an organization. That's next on 101 ESPN. Hey, just got word that Auto Centers Nissan, they're extending their Scary Good Deals event in which you can get a 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano with no money down, 0% APR for 60 months, and no payments for 3 months. They extended it through tomorrow. So make sure that you head out to Auto Centers Nissan. If you missed the deal throughout the month of October and you're like, hey, listen, I still want to take advantage of this great offer. I missed it. You actually didn't. So head down to Auto Centers Nissan. They've got over 1,000 new and used vehicles in one location. So even if you're not in the market for one of the 3 vehicles that I just mentioned, and maybe you're looking for a used vehicle, they've got them at Auto Centers. And when you head to AutoCentersNissan.com and you start to peruse the selection that they have, rest assured they will have those same vehicles on the lot for you out in Herculaneum, so you can test drive the car that you actually looked at or the truck that you actually looked at online, knowing that it's not a situation where they have to bring the vehicle in from someplace else or you've got to kind of lot hop and drive all around the greater St. Louis area. No, they got all those vehicles right there in Herculaneum. Complimentary lifetime warranty on all new Nissans and a 30-day return promise. If you already own a Nissan, bring it in for service. Your first oil change is free, even if you didn't purchase from Auto Centers. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan and AutoCentersNissan.com. Carlson at 101 ESPN. Congratulations to Masyn Winn. He becomes the youngest Cardinal to win a Gold Glove. Well deserved. I know at one point, didn't we get some texter saying that Masyn Winn was overrated defensively or something like that during the season?
Oh, I'm sure at some point we got something.
When he had, 2 errors on the year.
Yeah, you're supposed to set a record for the fewest errors ever.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, let's overlook that.
Masyn Winn has already, in a very short time, emerged as a player that the Cardinals can build around. And I know it's dark times right now for the Cardinals, and they're going through this rebuild. At the very least, you have a young player like this. They need more of this, obviously, but if we're going to sit here and we're going to complain about how Nolan Gorman or Walker or whoever, Dylan Carlson back in the day, was a top prospect that just didn't pan out, and the Cardinals don't know what they're doing, at the very least, let's be fair and give this kid a lot of credit. He was a top prospect behind Jordan Walker. He has already emerged as one of the best young shortstops in baseball, and oh, by the way, premium defensive spot. Premium. Mm-hmm. So I love it. Congratulations to the kid. 23 years old, 191 days at season's end. Franchise's youngest Gold Glove winner, edged out Ken Reitz, 24 years, 96 days in 1975. Also, Winn is the 5th youngest shortstop to win the award behind Anthony Volpe in 2023, and Alan Trammell in 1980, Francisco Lindor in 2016, and Ezekiel Tovar in 2024. So some pretty good comparisons there. Some pretty good company.
There are some people, Anthony, that did not believe in Masyn Winn, and here's the audio.
I'm watching the Futures game, and this thing's all over Instagram. It's like, this guy threw a ball 100 across the time. That's awesome, but, how many throwing errors does he have?
Shut up!
That's your guy, right, Carey?
The Rock? Yeah.
No, not The Rock.
Justin Turner.
Justin Turner. He was a former Dodger.
Justin Turner, obviously on record, doubting Masyn Winn. That was only a couple years ago, too.
Yeah.
Masyn Winn came in, had his great rookie season, was a Gold Glove finalist. Mm-hmm. This year takes home the hardware. I love what we're seeing from Masyn Winn. There's nothing worse for a team that's in a rebuild or whatever you want to call the Cardinals, and you have nothing to look forward to. Mm-hmm. Like when you look out on the diamond, and you're like, okay, like if you're the Rockies, there's not a lot to look forward to.
What do you mean? They got, what's his face? He used to play for the Cubs, and then...
Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
I meant young players. Like nothing to look forward to.
Well, they have Ezekiel Tovar, who is also a pretty good shortstop as well.
Him,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's good for Cardinals fans to have Masyn Winn. It's good to have Victor Scott. The offense not there for those guys, certainly. But I'm going to say something that hopefully one day sounds intelligent. Right now, it's going to sound probably silly to a lot of baseball purists here in St. Louis. But I think Masyn Winn's trajectory reminds me an awful lot of Ozzie Smith.
Okay.
And Ozzie was never the most, gifted power hitter. Offense wasn't the very first thing in his game. Certainly, he worked at it, and he wasn't a detriment to your team. But when you think of Ozzie Smith, what do you think of?
Defense.
And
backflips.
And the backflip, for sure. When you think of Masyn Winn, you think of defense and 100 miles an hour across the diamond. Mm-hmm. So they each have their thing, playing a premium position for the Cardinals.
Sure.
So not that he's going to be Ozzie Smith and have his entire wall decorated with Gold Gloves. I'd like to see that. But right now, in his first 2 years, he was a finalist, and then he won it. To me, that says that there's something to look forward to.
And this is a position that the Cardinals have, especially from a defensive standpoint, have really lacked. I mean, the last time the Cardinals have won a Gold Glove at this position was Edgar Renteria, and that was in the early 2000s.
Yep.
So
it's a player you acquired, not drafted and developed, so now you get the long run with Masyn Winn.
Yeah, so, I mean, things are looking up for the Cardinals. I know it might not feel that way, but when you do have a player like this, there is some excitement, and who knows, maybe Victor Scott in a few years could also win a Gold Glove. Now, he needs to work a little bit on his offense, but he's still a young player as well. So,
you feel good about your Cardinals?
You should Kind of.
Okay.
This is a positive
It's a good young
within
player.
a season full of negatives.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a damn good thing for him specifically and for your defense. I think Masyn Winn obviously was the best shortstop in the National League all season long and potentially going to win the Platinum Glove as well because he's just outstanding in what he was able to do. It's unfortunate that the season was cut a little bit short because of the knee injury, but hopefully he comes back healthy, ready to roll, and continues to do what he's been doing, these first couple of years of his career. I think he's a player that you do want to go see play baseball night in and night out because he's going to make a spectacular play and he's going to throw somebody out, from short left field because he has a cannon on his shoulder, and he plays baseball the right way. And I feel the same way about Victor Scott. Like you said, defensively, I think he will be a Gold Glove finalist at some point because he's outstanding in the field. You don't have to worry about the hitting part as far as the Gold Glove is concerned because it should be just a defensive metric that they're viewing that off of.
It's more defensive metric now.
So, Victor Scott is in my opinion, going to be on that list as well. So up the middle, the Cardinals should be sound. We'll see what second base looks like over the next couple of years, but I think they are poised defensively to be a really good team.
It's fascinating. 101 ESPN. At what point do the Stars decide to show up for the Blues? There's a lot of teeth gnashing going on about some of the players that are further down the roster, but when are the top guys going to show up? That's next on 101 ESPN. If you've ever thought about doing any sort of remodel to your home, trust me, go with Mosby Building Arts. They're the right remodeling company. It's a time of year, again, holidays are coming up. We're all looking around the home saying, okay, next year I really wanted to do something with this space. Maybe it's a basement. You want to redo your basement, or maybe you're tired of looking at the master bathroom and seeing that there's carpet on the floor and, the fixtures are all out of date. Maybe you got the wallpaper in certain spots and you're like, this is just an outdated look. I want to go with something different. Well, whether you're hosting or visiting, this is the season when you really upgrade your home, whether it's the kitchen, if it's too small, you want to upgrade that space. A bathroom, like I said, needs updating. The spaces that don't just work for your family anymore. Call Mosby Building Arts or go to callmosby.com. Schedule a free consultation. Mosby Building Arts has been St. Louis's trusted name in the home remodeling for decades. They've built their reputation on doing things the right way. I've seen it firsthand. I love the fact that there's no independent contractors within Mosby. Everybody works under the Mosby umbrella. I mean, they actually work in the building. They're part of your team. You get your own electrician, your own plumber, your own, designer, your own architect. Everybody's in-house so that you don't have to worry about one guy, coming out at this week, and then it's the plumber supposed to come out this week, and everything gets off kilter because one contractor doesn't say what he's going to do. That's not what Mosby does. What people love about Mosby is how easy they make it. They take care of the details so you actually can enjoy the process. Visit callmosby.com, schedule a free consultation, upgrade your home and your living area, and tell them Stalter sent you. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew March. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Dodgers win 5-4 over the weekend in Game 7 over the Toronto Blue Jays in an epic Game 7. The Dodgers go back-to-back. Masyn Winn becomes the youngest Cardinal to win the Gold Glove, best shortstop in the National League. You can make an argument as best shortstop in all of baseball. We just talked about that. We talked about Game 7 of the World Series. If you missed that conversation, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. The Blues in Columbus over the weekend, they lost 3-2. They have another opportunity to get back in the win column. It'll be a tough one tonight as they go up against the Edmonton Oilers. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6:30. Puck drop is at 7:30. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Blues fall to the Blue Jackets over the weekend, so their rough start continues. I know, Jamie, there's been a lot of teeth gnashing over the play of certain players that, while important role pieces or developmental pieces, don't exactly hold the fate of the Blues season like some of the top dogs do. And I know one of the things that you wanted to discuss today was focusing on the top players needing to execute at their best so that the Blues can get their season back in order here.
For me, it's more at what point do the Stars decide to show up and play for the Blues? Bottom line. Like, if I hear one more debate, whether on any radio station or social media platform, of Kessel and Mayu or Tucker or Callie Rosen, now that they've...
Hey, you got him back.
Yeah, great.
Callie Rosen.
If we're talking about that, guys, there's a huge problem. If we're splitting hairs about Oscar Sundqvist, Nick Bjugstad, Walker, like I hear people today debating that Walker scratched tonight. What? It shouldn't matter. And I love Nathan Walker. He's one of my favorite players. That's not the point. The point is your big guys aren't doing the damn job. Look at your top scorers. Jordan Kyrie's having an okay season. 8 points, 12 games, probably the shining piece right now as far as your active players. Jake Neighbors was having himself a career year. 6 goals in 8 games. Then, you'd think he would be, like you said, $8 million players coming up, right? No, Pius Suter, 7 points in 12 games. Jimmy Snuggerud, 7 points in 12 games. Then you have Buch, 6 points in 12 games. That translates to a 40-point season for Pavel Buchnevich. We're talking $8 million for a 40-point season. Not good enough. Pavel, sorry, love you. Not good enough. Dylan Holloway, not even close. Dylan Holloway, he wants one of those $8 to $10 million contracts too. 6 points in 12 games. And defensively, he's had lapses. Not good enough.
Yeah, we were going over that in the office.
Yeah.
And I was asking Jamie, I said, so, I'm still trying to figure some things out, but it seems to be puck watching, and Dylan Holloway is a culprit of that. The puck went from one side to the other side, and there's a guy just in the center of the ice. So you said that is prime real estate?
It is.
90210?
So that's 90210 real estate.
It's the best real estate you can buy, and people want to be there.
Yeah, we had to do
as a great scoring opportunity.
And they want the puck there.
And they want to be there with the puck there on their stick. And Dylan Holloway was like, oh, he's got the puck right in the middle of the ice. What should I do? I'm not going to skate hard to get there. I'm just going to watch the shot.
And that's just one piece of the puzzle. Like, we have gone over this several games now where we can break down each goal that happens, and we're seeing a lot of puck watching and lack of hustle. That's a bad combination. And as far as the puck watching, like, defensive zone coverage 101 is keep your head on a swivel. and make sure you can always see your man. So, like, if you have to position yourself to where you open yourself up to the play in order to keep an eye on your guy and the puck, you do that so that when the puck goes to your guy, you can at least be in the shot lane and close him out. Not seeing that. Seeing a lot of, like, literally, like they're in a trance, staring at the puck the whole time, and the whole world is moving behind them. This is a big problem right now for the Blues. It's a big problem.
I'm just trying to find the disconnect from the end of last year to the beginning of this season. I know we talked last week about it's kind of unexplainable, but it is somewhat explainable. And Jamie, you've done a good job at sort of breaking that down. But like, I'm having trouble trying to find the disconnect here because the coach is the same. For the most part, the entire roster is the same. But the details that Jim Montgomery harps on, it's a complete 180. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. And I don't know if guys just got all, like, big, fat, and happy thinking about how good we're going to be this year because we were 1.6 seconds away from beating the President's Trophy team. I'm just going to be brutally honest. Did you end up winning that series? Mm-mm. No. Why? Because you fell asleep at the wheel for a few plays. Mm-hmm. The details cost you. Mm-hmm. Just like the Blue Jays, they should have been walking away with that World Series trophy. Certain events happened and nullified that for them.
Yeah.
For the Blues last year, it was an amazing run. It was a great playoff series, but the details in the final period of hockey, not the final 2 minutes, the final period of hockey, I was in the building, I was calling the game, I saw it starting to change. The details went away. And ultimately what happened? 2 or 3 small little defining details cost you that game.
Yeah.
And here we are now, starting the next season, where the details, again, like the puck watching it's inexcusable. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mm. And details matter.
They do, especially in investigation.
Yeah, no doubt.
But that's not just the defensive side. The offensive side is just lacking. There's no punch. There's no knockout punch to your offense. Like, yeah. I know you got Jake Neighbors out and you had Robert Thomas out, but you're supposed to have, like, Pavel Buchnevich, who's an $8 million player. He's not moving the needle right now.
He's not moving his feet.
Well, he's not moving his feet. He's late to the play offensively, and he's late to the play defensively.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the Blues have a lack of finish when it comes to their offense? Like, I feel like they're getting opportunities, and we saw that on Saturday. I mean, I could count maybe 10 shots that hit the side of the net, backdoor tap-ins. You know, Nick Bukestad, this is just one play in particular, he had a great pass behind the net to Braden Shen, and it just so happened to hit off the side of the net. Like, is that what it is? Is it bad luck of not finishing, or is there more to that?
There's more to it. Like, yeah, there's a certain amount of bad luck, but it all comes down to habits, man. What are your habits in practice? Is your habit in practice just to get a shot on net and be happy about that, get back in line, you did your job? Or is your practice habit to put the puck in the back of the net every time you shoot the puck? Is your habit that even though the drill doesn't require it, you shoot the puck and follow the puck to the net anyways, so that you're training your brain in a game, if there's a rebound, I'm going to be here. I'm not just going to be standing 12 feet away. Like, there's lots of little things that go into creating better and more offense. The Blues need to take advantage of everything they can right now. They're just not generating enough, and they're not defending enough. Well, like, look, they got lots of shots on nets, and I know we're going to celebrate. Oh, they had 30 over 30 some shots on net. They had a span of 18 minutes where they had one shot on goal. One shot on goal. And the other night against Vancouver, it was like 16 minutes without a shot on goal. Can you imagine going almost an entire period of hockey without a shot on goal?
That means the puck's probably, one, you're either passing the puck too much or the puck is in your end the entire time.
Or you're not getting it to middle ice.
Yeah.
Because you're not throwing pucks from terrible angles, because now you're just fluffing the pads for the goalie. So you're not getting that inside ice, which you desperately need to score goals in the National Hockey League.
So, Jamie, at what point do you see, I know it's, especially with the injuries that you have, it's hard to sit guys down, and at what point do you see guys getting less time and you just kind of riding with the guys that are playing well enough? And maybe it's counterproductive because
who is that?
I don't know. Because we talk about it a lot. Either you're coaching it or you're allowing it, right? So at some point you have to look at your team and say, well, I know good and damn well I'm not coaching these guys to perform this way. but I am allowing it because they're continuing to get the opportunities on the ice and they're continuing to do the same thing. So at what point do you just say, okay, your minutes are going to be reduced, and I'm going to go with guys that are giving effort, that are playing sound defensively, that are doing the things that we are coaching every day in practice. And again, you can't sit guys down because of the injuries, I believe, but you gotta find a way to get more ice time for the guys that are doing the things the right way.
You do, but there's a fine line there. Now you've lost 7 in a row.
Yeah.
So now you draw the line in the sand. Let's say you do, and you lose 2 more in a row just because you're unwilling to play or you're mad at the guys who are supposed to score goals. So now let's say you're 8, 9 games in a row that you've lost now. Or do you try to work within the walls of your locker room and get those guys going so that they can actually help you win games? I think you're past the point of, like, you've been a bad boy, go sit in the corner. Yeah. I think that should have happened 4 games. Yeah. 4-game skid, you make your point, and you can recover. Now it's 7 at a 7-game skid. You desperately, you're almost begging them now. Like, you're not, as a coach, you're not begging, but you're looking for the best way to motivate Booch, to motivate Cairo, motivate Holloway, Thomas.
But they should be, as a professional athlete, you should be right.
But when I use the word motivate, I don't mean like to try hard.
Right, not a kick in the butt, but
to create offense.
When you're a player and you know you're performing poorly, and you know as a team you're stinking, like, internally, the intensity should be turned up on you internally. Like, you should be like, oh, crap, I am not playing at the level. But when you see it over and over and over again, then something is not clicking internally.
I agree. And I wouldn't be opposed, and this is a really difficult decision for Jim Montgomery, but if Pavel Buchnevich can't get something going in the next couple of games, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a Dylan Holloway or even an Alex Texier being given his ice time for a couple of games. Yeah. To see if Buch, I don't know if Buch is injured. You don't know sometimes, right? Like, guys play through certain injuries, groin injuries, hip flexors, ankle, knee, all that stuff. I've learned over the years that you can't just judge by what you're seeing because you don't know always what's behind the cover.
Right.
So it looks to me like something's a little bit off for Pavel Buchnevich.
This has been a trend, though, like going back to last season.
Last year we gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was playing center. Then you say, well, that's why he started slow, and it kind of just went. I agree.
I'm not saying he's injured.
Yeah.
I just can't definitively say he's 100% healthy either, because what I'm watching with my eyeballs doesn't make sense. So if it doesn't make sense, I have to think something is different. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I know what it is. It's the uniforms. What's trending is next on 101 ESPN.
Circus Sports coming to the lovely state of Missouri. December 1st is the launching pad for Circus Sports here, but you don't have to wait until then to get involved. No, you can get on the website right now or any app store for that matter, and you can download Circus Sports Illinois. That is up and running and going strong. They've got great lines on futures bets, tight money line splits, the best odds of any app that is out there. You pick your game, great odds. That means you get a bigger payout as well. They've got the parlays. We love the parlays. We're going to talk about parlays later as well. And they also have the player props available for every night that you're watching your sports, whether it's the NBA right now or the NHL, the NFL. They've got it all right there for you on the Circus Sports Illinois app. So please don't miss out on any of the action. Download Bet Like a Pro with Circus Sports Illinois, the app. You're going to want to be involved now so that when they get here to the state of Missouri, you just download that app and just roll it forward. It'd be awesome. Again, that is Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, we may need to put out a Marshy's poll today because we have a little bit of controversy.
I personally don't feel like there is, but I understand.
As it pertains to Bet the Board. So we had parlays to end the month of October. I was in the lead. I had 16 points. Anthony, your parlay did not hit. Jamie's parlay did not hit. However, and my parlay did not hit, by the way.
What happened?
Carey Davis is 2 for 3 right now. The problem is Carey picked a Monday Night Football game.
Well, look, that's on you all for allowing it
So
to
here we go.
I was out of state. You all saw the pick. I was out of state. Once you cross the border to Illinois, that's a different state. I know you're Canadian. They got provinces.
Oh,
we
trust
got
me,
states.
I understand where Illinois is, Carey. I could even find it on a map if you want to play that game.
I can find BC now on a map, too. And Alberta.
Yeah, I doubt it. I still think you'd struggle.
We'll do it later. But here's the thing. Not that. But here's the thing. You all, your job, and this is taught to me by none other than our very own Jamie Rivers, in terms of following up on said bets and making sure that the bets are in line and they are okay. No one, and I mean not a soul, not you, said anything about me taking the Dallas Cowboys in my parlay. My other 2 hit.
We let you step on the landmine.
No, not how that works, because you, sir, are the main
It is not
one.
my job to wipe your ass.
No, it's not.
It
but
is
it
not.
is your job to make sure that all bets are valid and correct.
It wasn't valid. That's on you.
It was invalid. If you're saying it was invalid, you say that. You didn't check it. So if I bet
Well, if
the
you were here in the
money
studio,
line,
it would have been easier,
and it was
Carey.
157, and nobody said anything.
You're always gone. It's
Not
tough for us.
Oh, come on now. Come on. I learned that from you, too. So, with that being said, if you all want to drop the Monday night game, I'm fine with it because it hasn't been played yet.
Carey?
Or if we're tied, because I think
We would be
Marshy and
tied.
I are tied right now, if Marshy wants to make a pick for tonight, then his pick and we're tied.
I think we should leave it up to the people.
I'm tired of you blaming everybody else except...
I didn't blame anybody.
I think we should leave it up
Hang
to
on,
the people.
Anthony, can I have the floor just for a second, please? Since there was a lot of things thrown at me. Okay.
A lot of allegations.
So in the court of law, this would be my chance to, talk to the jury.
Oh, boy. So
you
you're
might be- you
taking
might
the
be screwed here.
stand. You're taking the stand.
Yeah, I'm putting myself on the stand.
You're representing yourself.
I am.
Got
I
it.
am.
A good lawyer will tell you that's a terrible idea.
Oh, unless you're a good lawyer.
Yeah.
So, if I'm to understand all of this, and Carey Davis, by the way, has come to this show with a fantastic reputation. Some of the highest character.
No doubt.
Some of the highest character that you can have.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, and for our listeners out there, you may listen to this too. Unfortunately, we've noticed some things about Carey in the recent months. We've noticed that Carey has talked about player.
Objection, objection,
Your Honor.
objection.
He had his
objection,
time.
Objection.
He had his time.
I would ask counsel to stick to the facts of the game and not attack my character personally,
Well,
because this is what we're talking about is sports.
Excuse
we're not
me.
talking about character. We're talking about sports.
Excuse
we're talking
me.
about a game.
Are you done?
We're talking about a game.
Okay.
We're not talking about
You're out of line.
character.
Contempt,
Objection.
you'll lose.
Objection.
Contempt.
Objection. Objection.
Can I get my chance now?
Counsel needs to stick to the facts and not go on and on about characters,
Hang on,
characteristics,
Your Honor. Your
personal.
Honor.
This is a personal attack
Shut his mic
on
off.
my
He's done.
character. Is what's happening right now by Counsel James
How
Rivers.
could you even tell?
It is a personal attack
I
on
haven't
my
got it out
character.
yet.
You started
Enough.
it.
Enough.
I haven't even got it out
You
yet.
started
Enough.
with we
Jamie.
know Carey, and this.
Jamie, speak.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, so I overruled? Is that what is that?
Overruled.
Oh.
You just spent 3 minutes attacking me over this.
I didn't attack you. I
did.
said I learned from you.
Enough.
I actually gave you credit for all of the awesome things that you have taught me since I've been on this radio show.
Okay.
I've learned so much
So
from
you're-
Counsel, but now
for people
Counsel
who are
wants
listening,
to flip it
obviously-
and attack me. There's a great individual here.
Are you done? Are you done? Obviously, our listeners can tell that you can't listen to directives.
That's not what that
We
is.
just asked you to be quiet. We asked you to give me my turn. You just kept talking. You cannot listen.
Objection. Again,
Therefore-
he's attacking me.
If you cannot listen, how can you learn? Okay? But anyways, I'm going to go back to my original statement. I said, very respectful human being. The highest character. So I don't know how that's an assassination, by the way. I don't know. I'm giving you the highest character. I'd say higher than anybody in the show.
I would
until a couple of months
There you
ago.
go. See? That was it. There it is. There it is.
When Carey started talking about he was okay with players sitting out to get more money, I thought that was crazy. Then he was okay with, where do we even begin with some of this stuff? Carey was okay with certain teams not playing well. Carey also did not take, Carey did not take accountability when he had a bad week. Remember, it's not my fault. The team sucked.
For the pick 'em.
Okay, so the character that was held in high regard, unfortunately, in Carey's, it's your own fault. It's now slightly tainted. So for me to believe that Carey Davis made a mistake and then would actually take accountability for said mistake, instead he deflected it on me. So once again, one more display of Carey just trying to do things his own way,
If I may, Your Honor.
which are not. That is not
If I
part of the
may,
bylaws.
if I
we
may,
need-
precedent has been set
We
by
need to figure this out. though.
Counsel Jamie
Come on.
Rivers when he says that whatever you pick is on everyone else to make sure that that pick is valid.
I'd like to strike
the precedent was set by Mr.
Marshy,
Jamie Rivers.
You know what to do.
Put the poll out there, Marshy.
I'm putting the poll. So
Good
what,
luck,
what
Carey.
should the question be here?
Here's the
Does
question.
Carey win or lose? Yes or no?
No. Here's the question.
Tied.
Now,
Either Carey's pick for tonight is
It can't count tonight, regardless.
it's not going to count tonight. However, if we give him 2 points from the 2 parlay picks that he did get right, you guys would be tied, correct?
Correct.
So, should Marsh and Carey be tied,
or Carey lose.
or does Carey lose because his pick gets eliminated?
Because he thinks he's bigger than the game.
Is his pick voided?
Objection.
Or his pick
He's leading
disqualified?
the audience, Your Honor. He's leading.
I take it back. It's already been
Strike it. I hate that. That's terrible. They already said it. It's like they can't unhear it.
Marsh,
I learned
put out
so
your
many
poll.
times. It's
I'm
already
putting
been
it out.
said.
All right.
1 hour. 1 hour.
And where can somebody jump on your poll?
They can jump on the poll at _Marshy Marsh _ on X. The poll, Marshy's poll, will be posted here within the next minute or so.
Carey's trying to
So-
get on and vote. Your
So
vote
when we
doesn't
go to
count.
break,
So
the
again,
poll will be
and
live.
it's 1 hour.
You create 10
1
accounts.
hour.
You get 1 hour because we need to know whether or not you two are in a sudden death tonight, or we're redrawing here and Marshy
Can we
wins.
suspend the internet on his computer?
No.
He's over here making up Twitter accounts right now.
Allegedly.
No.
Again, slander.
CD.
From
All right.
slander. More
001,
slander.
CD 0237, CD. Like, come on, man.
More slander.
It's a
What's
Fast
that
101
character again?
ESPN Week 9 NFL Pick'em. How do we do? How do we do? Do we get
Carey.
back-to-back dubs? Does tonight matter? We'll get into that and some of the other wild NFL action next on 101 ESPN. Hey, when it comes to Underdog, you can play all NFL season long, and you can take advantage of some of the great promos that they have. They had a great month of promos this past month, but you do have to be registered to play. I'll give you a great promo code to take advantage of some free money. But look, playing an Underdog, it's super easy. Just choose whether or not certain players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. If you get all your entries right, then you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1 if you want. Tonight's game is perfect for taking advantage of some of the Underdog plays. I think that Jake Ferguson, who, he's been off and on, but typically somebody that Dak Prescott will target a lot. Give me Jake Ferguson to go higher than 41.5 receiving yards. I also think that Marvin Harrison against his bad Dallas defense winds up having a good game as well. Why don't we go higher on Marvin Harrison's reception total, which it just toggled on me. 3.5 receptions, pretty low mark. So let's go higher than 3.5 receptions on Marvin Harrison. How you want to play your entry tonight, it's completely up to you, but make sure you download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, just use that promo code Anthony after you download Underdog, or go to the Underdog website. Either way works, and the promo code works on both. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.nspgambling.org.
Ready to pick 'em. It's the Fast Lane Football Pick'em Challenge on 101 ESPN.
Refreshed by Bud Light, official beer of the NFL. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Congrats, boys. We won again. Yeah. We beat the Rizzuto show. Now we're still trailing 5-4, but we've won the last 2 weeks. We snapped the skid last week and got a win yesterday. It was pretty sweat-free, too.
Yeah.
We cruised, which was nice after a couple of down weeks. Here's your standings for Week 9. Andrew Marsh, by virtue of being the only person on either team, either the Fast Lane or the Rizzuto Show in the Fast Lane, also consists of Brandon Kiley in our Pick'em Challenge. By virtue of being the only person to pick the Bills over the Chiefs, Andrew Marsh led everybody with 10 points.
That's what Marshy.
So Marshy not only led us, but he also led both shows. So he finished with 10.
I think that's 2 weeks in a row now.
Well, let's check your
Top
Marsh.
leaderboard.
Yes.
After having an abysmal, week 7?
Listen, man.
Sometimes
you bounce back.
You got to bounce back.
So you tied with BK last week with 10 points. You are the overall leader today. By the way, this weekend, everybody's got the Cowboys tonight, so it doesn't matter in terms
including
of...
Carey.
In terms of the pick'em. Jamie with 9 points. I also had 9 points. BK with 8. Carey Davis with 8. Both BK and CD have the Cowboys tonight, so it's going to come down to a tiebreaker to see who gets punished. It would be 2 shots for Carey, and I believe it would be 4 for Kiley, right? Is he up to 4?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was 3.
We're in week 9, so 8 times we've doled out punishments. I had 1. Jamie, you had 1, right?
What?
1 punishment.
Yes.
Marsh, 1.
2.
Oh, you had 2.
Yeah, so that's 4.
CD 1. So no, Kylie's at 3.
Oh.
Yeah, Kylie's at 3.
This is at 3? I thought it was 4.
This would be 4.
If he loses, it's 4.
If he loses, it's 4.
Man.
If CD loses, it would be 2 for him.
Yeah.
So, wild week in the NFL.
Yeah, man, it's been those were some difficult games to choose.
At one point, and this I think I may have told you this morning at the gym, Carey. I can't remember. I said at one point I opened up like the app. I'm watching almost every game. At one point I had wrong. I was like, oh my.
Ooh.
And then things started to regulate itself. But I was like, oh man, this is bad.
So last week was like blowout city.
Yeah.
Yesterday, damn near every game was tight. It was a fun day. It was also wild. How about, and I don't really know where to start, but so why don't we just pick one? Carolina beats Green Bay 16-13. I know it was windy, but come on, Green Bay.
Yeah.
I know it was windy. I know a lot of your game revolves around the pass, but Carolina's got a pretty good run defense. I will give them that. But you can't lose as a double digit.
5 times. You only scored once.
Yeah, double digit favorite.
Yeah.
Miscues, bad turnovers. Obviously the kicking was impacted because of the wind. I want to give Carolina some credit here, though. That's a well-coached team.
They're playing well.
They're not overly talented, but they're good.
And Rico Dowdle is playing football at a high level, 130 yards rushing. He's kind of taking over that lead back role from Chuba Hubbard, who I thought did an outstanding job last year. If you're the Packers, you can't lose that game. You can't lose at home. Bryce Young had 100 yards passing with an interception. He's
just managing the game. That's it. That's
he's handing the ball off to Rico Dowdle, and they are running the ball right at people and telling them to stop it.
Yep.
And that's it. And Jordan Love, you just can't lose that game. I understand weather conditions, but it's the same conditions for both teams.
Yep.
Right. You're at home. You're a 13-point favorite. You are, and you're the best team. Some were saying you're the best team in the conference. Definitely the best team in that division that you're in. You're not supposed to lose that game to that team.
Yeah.
But you do tip your cap to what the Carolina Panthers are able to do on the road. They're 5-4. I thought they were going to be the third overall pick this year. They are playing really good football for that team, for them, and they're finding ways to win games.
As of right now, they're at least a fringe wild card contender.
They're second place in the division.
Yep, they're the team that, as of right now, I mean, it's a bad division.
It is, but still, they're a game over 500.
They have played very well. That was the most surprising game. But we got to dive into it. Let's talk about Marsh's Vikings. So, Marsh, you have the floor here. I know that you've been taking a beating from the collective with J.J. McCarthy and your Vikings, but one of the more impressive victories, not only yesterday, but of the season, all things considered, because your Vikings have obviously been struggling.
Yeah, I mean, they looked terrible against the Chargers on that Thursday night football game, but I thought yesterday they played a complete team game. I thought Brian Flores' defense was outstanding. It was great to get the logo back and Andrew Van Ginkel. He was huge. But they pressured Jared Goff. They did not let him feel any sense of being comfortable in the pocket. They slowed down the run game, which is a huge part of the Lions offense. I thought the defense was great. Special teams, they set themselves up well for the young quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. They blocked a field goal. And I thought McCarthy, he wasn't outstanding by any means. If you look at the box score, it doesn't jump off the page. He actually had the same exact stats that he had against the Bears in that Monday Night Football win. 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. I think it was the same yardage as well. Same score, too. So he didn't do anything crazy great, but he made plays when he needed to make plays, and I was pretty impressed given all the circumstances surrounding J.J. McCarthy. He had a couple great throws. He had some throws that were not so great, but at the end of the day, he went into Detroit and beat the Lions for the first time for the Vikings since 2020. So he was impressive yesterday, given that was his 3rd NFL start ever, and there was a lot of noise surrounding him.
I thought the throw he made to Jalen Naylor to seal the game was outstanding. I thought Kevin O'Connell did a nice job mixing up the run and the pass, too. Aaron Jones had a big game. Right from the start, you could tell that Kevin O'Connell wanted to be more balanced, and I thought that made a huge difference with J.J. McCarthy, but the kid made some plays. Yeah, and that defense was all. You're right. He was all over Jared Goff. There was two moments on back-to-back drives in which they got a huge sack on a 3rd down to force a field goal, and then they wound up blocking the other field goal, and that wound up being the difference in the game because you could tell the Lions were trying to get back in it.
Yeah. So my thought on this is a couple things. One, the Lions. For me, this is the first time since Dan Campbell's been there that they seemed like a team that was big, fat, and happy going into this game. They were just going to hand the Vikings a loss. They got J.J. McCarthy. We don't really have to stick to the fundamentals or play the way we have been for the last couple of years because we're fine.
Yeah.
And then they got punched in the mouth a little bit. The Vikings defense stepped up. I know for a fact the Lions thought they were going to run the ball straight down the field every time because the Vikings run defense has not been good enough.
Yep.
The run defense stepped up. The Lions didn't respond. And the Lions were on the canvas for the whole game, and then they woke up too late this time. They did the old Undertaker just a little too late this time as the clock became the enemy.
Sure.
As far as J.J. McCarthy's concerned, he didn't lose the game. He was fine. 143 yards passing, nothing special there. 1 interception, sacked 5 times. He didn't lose you the game. So I think if you're the Vikings, that's a plus. It's something to build off of with your young quarterback. The flip side, I'm worried about the Lions a little bit. If this is the attitude this team's going to have, they should be a Super Bowl contender. And they lost to a team they shouldn't have lost to. No matter who played well, what did happen, it's a team, that's a home game, home field, and you were a massive favorite. You cannot lose that game no matter what the other team spits at you. So if I'm Dan Campbell, I'm pissed, and I'm anxious to see what the response is next week.
I was going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
He doesn't want to bring up JJ. Doesn't want to bring him up.
Doesn't want to
He
touch
had
him.
143 yards. He had a good day.
Oh, Snapdragon.
He was good on 3rd down.
That seemed passive-aggressive.
No, he had a good day. They won. He did the gritty, threw up the dub.
Yeah.
He was outstanding.
Okay.
For him.
It's his 3rd game ever. He doesn't want to admit.
Hey, Marsh.
There's no apology. I'm not going to get an apology.
If I may.
I won't.
If I may.
He's going to have to win 7 Super Bowls for me to get an apology.
Oh, even that. My guy won 7. He still thinks he's not very good.
I still think he's second or third best. Sorry. Not sorry.
Carey.
Yeah. Here we go.
Finally, the most expensive defense in the league decided to play. It's only yesterday, November 2nd.
Better late than never, man. They did show up, and they showed out. 6 turnovers that they forced, 5 sacks, getting after Daniel Jones, making him extremely uncomfortable in the pocket. 3 of those fumbles. I think it was 3 interceptions, and I think they had two of those were fumbles, and they had a special teams situation. So it was just a really good showing for that defense to finally show up against what was a really good offensive team in Indianapolis. Now
they did a remarkable job on Jonathan Taylor.
Well, I will give the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis coach credit for that, because in the first couple of drives he didn't want to hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. So when you get behind and you start losing, and then you feel like, oh, we got to pass to catch up, you eliminate the run game. They eliminated it themselves. They didn't give Jonathan Taylor that ball, the first couple of series, and that puts them behind the 8 ball. So I'm fine with it. You don't want to hand the ball off to the person that I believe is the MVP of the league, who has been playing outstanding all year long. That first drive, I think it was a 12-play drive, 13-play drive. Daniel Dimes threw it 10 times, and they ran it twice.
And he ran one of them.
Cool.
Jones carried the one in the end zone.
Cool. I'm good with it. Thank you. I thank you, and I thank you.
We cool.
Yeah. So, but Pittsburgh did. TJ Watt getting after the quarterback, doing what he does. They were finding ways to get to him, make him uncomfortable in the pocket, strip sack, a couple of interceptions that were tipped at the line of scrimmage. Like, they were playing really sound defense. And then you got Aaron Rodgers on the other end. He's going to find ways to make some things happen offensively. And the Steelers were able to win. Jalen Warren had like 30 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Okay. Yeah. Whatever it takes, man.
You get in the end zone.
And Daniel Jones came back down to reality.
He did. That was the first time, and I credit Pittsburgh's defense. That was the first time he was pressured all season, really. And it's not that he didn't because he did make a couple of good throws. He had a couple of nice dime pieces to Alec Pierce on one, Josh Downs on another. But you're, like CD said, you're playing behind the chains constantly. And you can't win when you got 6 turnovers.
Yeah, I wonder if the Steelers sort of mapped out the blueprint on how to beat the Colts this year, and maybe this snowballs for the Colts. But like you said, Carey, like
they're going to be fine.
It seems like they did it to themselves by not giving their best player the football.
They'll rebound next week. They got to travel a long way.
Yeah, I was just
in Germany. In Germany, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Jonathan Taylor have $180. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Daniel Jones be back on track. Actually, you know what? That's not even fair. The Indianapolis Colts defense will post a shutout. Let me give some respect to the Falcons defense. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN.
Defense. How about those Bengals?
Oh man,
optional defense, optional.
How's that working out for you?
Zach Taylor apparently, he said he was sick about it, and most of his defensive players, though, didn't show the same emotion.
I'm sure they didn't. They're trying their best.
No, they're not. I got a nice tackle by that guy.
It's like pinball.
What are you doing? You wrap him up.
Don't worry about it.
Those two defenders were like the bumpers in pinball.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
This is a bit dramatic, but what do you think of the Bengals offense with Joe Flacco without Joe Burrow? It looks like they're still operating
they're losing the same. They're losing the same way. The exact same way.
Does it make you feel any different type of way about Joe Burrow?
No, he's still great, but I see what you're saying.
Over 80 points in 2 losses.
And he literally just got there.
It's unbelievable. You're right. Man. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Sports 6-Pack Part 1 is next. 314-399-9646 the Air Comfort Service tax lines. You got a question for us, send it in. We'll answer it here on 101 ESPN.
Missouri Get Ready FanDuel, America's #1 sports book, is coming soon, and starting December 1st, new customers in Missouri get up to $300 in bonus bets when you make your first $5 bet. From touchdowns to home runs to three-pointers, with FanDuel, you can play anyway, and any play can be the play of the game. Plus, with live betting, you can even get on the action after the game has already started, all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. FanDuel is the best way to game day, and it's coming soon to Missouri. Just visit FanDuel.com/Missouri
FanDuel.com/Missouri to learn more. This way, you'll be all set when FanDuel goes live in Missouri December 1st. That's FanDuel.com/Missouri. Play your game with FanDuel, the #1 rated sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in Missouri. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Offer starts December 1st, 2025. Excludes customers who redeem pre-launch sign-up offer. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel. Sportsbook.FanDuel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit FanDuel.com/RG.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, time for the Sports Six-Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Here's Andrew Marsh with your questions via the Air Comfort Service text line.
Question number 1.
All right, gentlemen, let's go to the 636. Who are the most overrated athletes of all time in the major sports?
Like what person or what kind of athlete?
I would assume what person, like maybe you can make a case that Derek Jeter is one of the more overrated athletes of all time. No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying I've heard people
like
say
saying
that
Michael
before.
Jordan is the most overrated. What are you doing?
Come on, I don't think that's the case.
It's like saying Tom Brady is the most overrated, right? You know? No?
Said nobody ever except Carey Davis.
Nah, the guy said Derek Jeter was overrated.
I can't go there with Derek Jeter. I mean, this is somebody that was the captain in New York. Some players wilt under that New York, the spotlight being a Yankee. He's a shortstop for the Yankees. I mean,
was he as dominant as people portray or the legend makes him out to be? Probably not. But was he ever the center of where you're like, man, that guy sucks?
No.
He's underachieving. No, never. And you're right, in that market. Had he stubbed his toe, man, we would have heard about it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So is this like a hype thing?
I think it's a hype thing. So let's, how about Jeremy Lin for a short period of time. Like the Linsanity, you know? Or
more of like
David,
a
maybe even
wonder.
David Beckham. Like David Beckham had the fast start, and then he started
I
again.
wouldn't know. I'd pick a different guy.
Okay.
That guy dominated for his.
Are you thinking of MLS, David Beckham?
If you're thinking of MLS, David Beckham, that's not. Yeah. Even then, his first couple of years, he still brought a championship to the Galaxy.
How about
What? Oh, Jackson for
Lance
sure.
Armstrong?
Greg Oden. He was overhyped, but he got injured. Yeah. Lance Armstrong?
Yeah.
The Uniballer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had help.
No?
He had a lot of help.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say a professional athlete is overrated, right? Because you're the 1% to make it to that level. Like you.
NFL Tim Tebow.
Was he overrated though, or was he rated properly?
Okay, NFL Ryan Leaf.
He didn't even get a chance.
That's his fault, though. I don't know. Lawrence Phillips.
See, I don't think he was overrated either. He was a hell of a football player.
Yeah, but what did he
had
do?
I guess we have to define
other
overrated.
issues.
Biscuit says Connor Hellebuck.
Hey, Jay, is he like?
Not a regular season success.
Yeah,
It's like saying Clayton Kershaw.
won a couple of Vezina trophies.
He's not overrated.
Nah.
Clayton Kershaw's a Hall of Famer.
I think we need to define what this conversation is
We don't really
because
know.
because there's when I think of
clue. He
hype
said
and
Derek
overrated,
Jeter.
I think of like a bust. I mean, is a bust and being overrated, are they in the same breath or like what?
Yeah.
See, I don't think.
But then we got to figure why did they become a bust?
Yeah, was it injuries? Was it
Drugs?
where they were? Correct. Was it
crime?
A lot of things could happen. Well, you hit all of them actually. Yeah. Oh, Johnny Manziel is a name. Was he overrated?
I think he was over.
That's from the 8-1.
Based on
3-1-4.
I don't know about in college football, but in the NFL,
I think that's what they meant. They said professional athlete.
yeah. Then I would say
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else would fall in that category then? Because I think you have like some quarterbacks, especially the quarterback position, where they're coming out of college, the hype is real.
Sure.
And they never quite meet that. Like, is Mark Sanchez one of those guys?
You leave
maybe
Mark
to
alone.
some.
I didn't do anything.
You leave
He
him
did
alone.
that to himself. He picked the wrong old guy to mess with.
Okay, so am I bleeding? What about like Brock Purdy? Is he overrated? We're watching Mac Jones right now have success.
But Mac Jones was a
In that
first-round
offense.
pick, was he not?
Right, that's the ironic part. Mac
Right.
Jones was a first-round pick. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant.
Is C.J. Stroud overrated? He had one really good rookie campaign, and now he's been fine.
Okay, here's a good one. Brian Bosworth.
Okay, a lot of hype on him. Yeah,
Tons of hype. He was supposed to be the next Lawrence Taylor, all this stuff, and he did not accomplish any of that.
I think it's got to be the hype that doesn't match.
Yeah.
What about Lars Nootbaar?
Maybe a local overrated player.
Oh, I think internationally probably overrated.
There's a good one.
His star, Brian, shines brighter in other places than St. Louis.
True.
Trent Richardson.
That's a good one.
And maybe Anthony Richardson. We don't know yet.
Nail Yakupov.
Nail Yakupov. Oh my gosh, I can't get that sight of him scoring a game-tying goal and going down,
Sliding on his knees.
like he just won the Stanley Cup. I'm pretty sure his team lost that game, by the way.
I don't remember, but that was a tough look. Yeah.
Poor Nail.
Yeah. Poor guy. He's a nice guy, too.
Nice guy.
All right.
I don't think we accomplished anything. But go ahead, Marsh.
Well, do we want to continue?
Nope. Nah, that's fine. Oh, you want to?
Yeah, just roll it over.
We have more of this.
We got two parts to this.
We got questions.
Let's roll it over and answer more questions. Ish. Next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Your St. Louis Blues are back in action tonight. They lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets over the weekend by a final score of 3-2. And they have the pleasure of welcoming the greatest player on earth, Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN, 6:30 pregame, 7:30 puck drop. We will do part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack next, so if you have a question you want to send our way, do so using the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Part 2 of the Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, time for part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack. We got a lot of ground to cover. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Here's Andrew Marsh with question 2, please.
Question number 2.
Guys, I feel like this one might take up a little bit of time, too.
Oh, boy.
no.
But it's a good question. And we were talking about it a little bit earlier in the break from the 636. Joe Flacco. His career started off as a game manager for a great defense in Baltimore. Joe, 35-year-old plus, has transformed into a gunslinger. If he would have started for a different franchise, could he have been one of the greats in this generation?
So I don't know that to be true. I do know it to be true that there are athletes that over the course of their career continue to get better and improve and become more efficient and better players overall. Is Joe Flacco one of those guys that just came in and, you know, they utilized him in the best way possible? I mean, they won a Super Bowl with the guy. And then over the course of time, by playing for so many different teams and coordinators and offenses, he's really kind of figured out himself along the way. And now in his older age, he's become the most efficient version of himself. Is that possible? Because I think that's more possible than the actual question of if he went to a different team, would he have been a gunslinger, the next Brett Favre? I don't believe that to be true.
Yeah, I would say if Joe Flacco was playing with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins his entire career, he'd be a Hall of Famer. Those guys,
he will be anyways, Carey.
No,
Thank you for recognizing.
But those guys make a difference in your life. When you can throw the ball to two guys that are number one receivers, T. Higgins is the number one receiver on probably, 13, 14 other teams, maybe more than that. Like, you're going to have success. The Bengals' problem, they can't stop nobody. But they're going to score with the best of them. They're going to score. If they don't do nothing else, the only thing the Bengals can hope for is that the clock runs out and they have the ball and the other team can't get back on the field. That's the best hope the Bengals have for winning a football game. We're going to score as many damn points as we can. We're going to hopefully have the ball last, and we can score on the last second, and we don't give your team an opportunity to come back on the field with 5 seconds left or 10 seconds left or anything, because you're probably going to score on us. But Joe Flacco has been playing outstanding. He's been really good.
Joe Flacco always had a very strong arm, came out of Delaware. He's always somebody that could sling it. I understand where the text is going on this. I mean, if he wound up in, I don't know, let's say like Mike Martz's offense, Joe Flacco could have put up some big time numbers. I think he would have put up certainly bigger numbers than playing in Baltimore. The year that they won the Super Bowl, in the playoffs, he was outstanding. He caught fire. That was the year he bet on himself. So
He got $100 million for it.
Yeah, he did. So I think Joe Flacco, again, depending on what system he wound up in, I think he would have put up even better overall statistics.
Question number 3.
From the 801, are some of these Blues losses due to losing Neighbors and Thomas? I'm specifically thinking the second Detroit game, Vancouver and Columbus. So these past few games.
Well, yeah, it can be, but like, what are you going to do? That's the game of hockey. So the Vancouver Canucks were missing one of the best players in the NHL, in Quinn Hughes, certainly their best player. they won. There's teams around the league that are missing quality players every single night that they play, some of their best players. They're still winning. They're still competing. So does not having your top players affect you? Of course it does. That's when the rest of the team has to step up, though. Step up. Don't just sit there and be like, no, well, we don't have our guys. It's going to be a tough one.
Voice again.
It's going to be a tough one. That's why I envisioned it.
It has to be the next man up mentality. People are going to get injured. Things are going to happen throughout a season, especially in a sport like hockey or football. Like, there are collisions that happen. People get hit into the boards. People get sideswiped. You got to take pucks to the face. Like, you're going to miss some time, but you still got to play well enough in all facets. I don't think you can point. I mean, because they were losing when those two guys were on the ice as well. Correct? They lost some games before they got injured. So I don't think that that's indicative of why this team is losing solely. I think that this team needs to play more connected and play harder and skate harder and do the little things that'll help you find a way to win.
Question number 4.
From a 314, what do you guys think about Zoller and MIZ sneaking up and knocking them Aggies the fast lane out this weekend?
Here's the thing. I thought Zoller's played very well on the road.
I wish you would have said what you were going to say. Because what you were going to say is, I don't. I know you well enough. I wish you would have just let it go, but you caught yourself because you don't want people, some people to be mad at you, but you were going to say, I don't, question 4. I know you well.
I was not.
He was.
Yeah, you were.
You do know me very well. You guys know me well, but no.
And it was going to be quick and snarky.
It was going to be quick and snarky, over with. And then you paused a beat.
Marshy, ask the question again.
Ask it again.
Let's see what happens with the physical reaction here.
All right, here we go. From the 314, what do you guys think about Zollers and MIZ sneaking up and knocking them Aggies the fast lane out this weekend?
Mizzou was more impressive to me than Vanderbilt was, even in a loss last week. And I think this kid Zoller's got something.
Jamie, you think you know a guy.
Oh, right? I know exactly who he is right now.
You think you know a guy.
Let me say this, too. There's nobody that I respect more than Carey Davis when it comes to football knowledge. And like he says, Texas A&M at some point is going to Texas A&M.
I did say that. I thought it would be last week. 2 weeks ago. It wasn't. So it's still there. The opportunity for Texas A&M to do what Texas A&M does is still out there. And what better way for those Missouri Tigers and those Tiger fans to
watch their Tigers pull off a massive upset.
Yeah, get right
and
back
honestly,
in the
it wouldn't even be a massive
player.
upset, Carey.
No?
It'd just be an upset.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You have to tell me. I
actually don't know what the line is. Hold on.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll tell you.
I think if we
what do you guys get? Let's play guess the line. I say Mizzou is a 7-point underdog.
I say I was gonna say 10, but I think that might be too high. I'm thinking 8.5. I want to say 8.5. I feel like it's 10, 9.5.
I'm going to bump up a little bit. I'll go 7.5.
I was going to go 7.5 too. I don't think it's 8.5. I go 7.5.
I think 8.5 is a good number. We've seen teams be an 8.5-point dog with a young quarterback go in and win the game.
The Zollers thing really does.
7.
Is it 7?
6, 7.
That's what you said.
I know. I should have just stuck with it.
Do we have to count the history of the Mizzou football program into this one?
Whoa, what do you mean?
I think you know what I mean.
I actually don't.
I don't.
Carey knows what I mean.
Oh, wow. Carey, he's dragging you in.
He's thinking like 5 downs or,
Oh, I wasn't going that far.
He's thinking like Tyus Edney.
Like, it's one thing for us to miss the Cowboys on a Monday night.
Norfolk State.
It's another thing for an entire football community and coaches to miss 5 downs.
That's really sad, man.
It's tough.
Woof.
It's a tough loss.
Okay.
Question number 5.
Mongo wants to know, you have a Space Jam-esque scenario, but it's hockey. Who are your starters to battle the Monstars?
Oh, that's easy. I mean, Gretzky, Lemieux, for sure. What?
Well, now I'm thinking that doesn't really make sense because the Monstars stole the talent away, and it took one person and the rest of the Looney Tunes to get it done.
Yeah.
So who would be that one player?
One player.
Yeah, a current player.
Connor McDavid.
In a big game?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have you seen? He broke Wayne Gretzky's record in a losing Stanley Cup final.
He did have a good Four Nations final.
I'm just going to say, if there's one guy that emulates like cartoon-ish talent, it's Connor McDavid.
Well, if the Blues beat that team tonight, we got to reconsider this answer.
Oh, it may have our own. Never know.
It's probably Connor.
The thing is, though, it takes more than
Crosby.
one guy, Marshy.
Well, yeah, you had the rest of the Looney Tunes.
You do. You know.
Anthony's never seen the movie.
Who do you think the goalie would be?
Out of the Looney Tunes?
I think Foghorn Leghorn. Big old chicken in the net. Tough to find the net on him. He moves pretty well for a big guy.
Who's that big red fluffy dude?
Oh, yeah. That
Clifford.
No, that's
big
Big Red Dog.
Yeah, it's
the big thing that
different
attacked
franchise.
Bugs Bunny. Yeah, that big
he kind of
monster-looking
built
thing.
like this.
Looks like a giant red tooth.
The Tasmanian Devil.
No, that's not him. He's going to be good on the forecheck, though. Okay.
Yosemite Sam.
I don't know.
I don't think that's.
He can really shoot it, Anthony.
He certainly can.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that 6 there, Marsh?
No, it was 5, but we're
We're up against it.
Yeah, we should dive into some more college football though.
Let's do that college football playoff picture. Did any teams lost this weekend?
Gossamer is his name. His name is the big red fluffy Looney Tunes character is Gossamer, a large hairy monster who wears sneakers and only has 2 eyes and a wide mouth. Let's go, baby. You're starting.
Why bother with the sneakers, I wonder?
That's because
Keep good grip.
he's got sensitive feet.
Yeah. College football playoff picture. Did any teams lost this weekend remove them from contention? That's next on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking to sell your house here anytime soon, don't just pick any real estate agent. And we all know real estate agents, and some of them are selling pretty good year-round, but they're not selling like Gloria Liu, who sells hundreds of homes every single year, and that's because she knows how to price the home. She's been in the St. Louis area for well over 20 years now, and she has monitored the price range of homes in different zip codes. And we know how that works. Exactly. So when you list your home with Gloria Liu and your home sold guaranteed realty, you know 2 things for sure. One, you're going to get the most money for your home, and you are going to sell quickly. You'll sell quickly because Gloria Liu and her crew have over 24,000 buyers in waiting, which means the moment you list your home, there is a big portion of people that get eyeballs on it right away. And they're going to go in there, they're going to get a chance to look at your home, to bid on your home, and that's where the most money and selling quickly comes in. So please don't hesitate. 1 more minute. Call Gloria Liu. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number is 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
Gauntlet on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. College football playoff picture now. Which team potentially remove them, their loss, remove them from playoff contention? I guess we got to kind of start with Vanderbilt, that despite an incredible comeback against Texas, still came up short.
I would say Vanderbilt is the fact. I looked at it at one point; they were down 34-10, and I was like, "Oh, this is a wrap." And then they put 21 points on the board in the fourth quarter. It ran out of time; didn't have a chance to finish that game on the winning side of things. But Vanderbilt, that loss at Texas may not be as detrimental as some of the other losses on this list. Go ahead, sir.
You think of Georgia Tech?
Yeah, Georgia Tech they are the one on my list as potentially probably put themselves
they're done.
out of the college football playoff picture.
Do you know why they're done, Carey? Because they don't play. Well, they got Georgia left.
They got Georgia left. But the reason why I say them is because they didn't have to win the ACC championship game to get in my opinion. Like, if your only loss was to Georgia at the end of the year and then you maybe stumbled in the ACC championship game, I think you're still in the college football playoff. This loss, to me, is detrimental to what they tell. What is it, North Carolina? I mean, NC State.
Oh, NC State. Yeah. North Carolina also won this weekend.
They also won this weekend.
Yeah, not against Georgia
North
Tech.
Carolina State. So I think that is an awful loss for Georgia Tech because they had everything in front of them. Certainly. Now, if you go beat Georgia in the final game of the year and you win the ACC championship, you probably are in, but they put themselves in a terrible predicament by losing that game.
If they win out, they'll be in.
Oh.
Georgia Tech.
Well, yeah, because they'll have a win against Georgia.
And title, conference title.
Yeah.
But
my team that I think has blown it, they're done, is the U.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, see ya.
They're out of there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Like, I know SMU's like a wild card team. It's like a box of chocolates, right? You don't really know what team you're going to get week to week.
Yeah.
But you were number 10 in the nation.
They were number 3 at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
They were.
Well, I think they got as high as 2 at one point.
They really had a similar path last year with Cam Ward. It's like they came out, they were hot, they used back, all this stuff. They've been playing well, and then they tripped up once, and then they tripped up twice, and then we don't talk about them again.
Right. Yeah, homecoming game, I believe, for SMU. So
they were number 2 in the
Dickerson
country.
was there.
They made it up to number 2 in the country, week 7.
They don't have.
I know my college ball.
Yeah.
So you talk about wins that no longer look good. So South Florida has, they lost last week to Memphis, and then Florida State.
Terrible. So and they still have the Notre Dame win, which who knows?
That's right. They beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, they beat Notre Dame.
They got losses to
that's a big
Louisville
one.
guys and SMU.
Yeah, and in those 2 losses, Carson Beck has 6 interceptions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you are, and that's pretty much the Carson Beck that I thought you were going to get all year. Like he was, the first few games, I'm like, oh, this is a different guy. Changed
You've been waiting for
uniforms.
this.
Because one thing I know about people, not just football players, but people, they are who they are. Right? You can count on them to eventually.
People can continuously change, Carey.
They can, but most times when they are a certain age, once you get to a certain point,
the age.
Nah, I'm saying you could be 25, but if you've been that way for 10 years, you're probably that way. You know what I mean?
You're probably more consistent
You're
to be
very
a certain way.
Just you are who you are. You know what to expect, good, bad, or indifferent. And Carson Beck, I just felt like I was very surprised and very pleased with how well he was playing at the beginning of the season. But then you throw 4 interceptions against Louisville, and then you throw 2 more against SMU, and this is the Carson Beck that I had seen or kind of expected to show his ugly head at some point.
Yep.
Speaking of the ACC, I don't know if anybody had the Virginia Cavaliers as a team that could potentially get into the college football playoff. Now, they probably have to win out as well. They have 1 loss. I think at least at this point right now, you have to win this conference to make it.
They got a reasonable schedule.
I don't know
Forest,
if 2 teams make it.
At Duke, that's going to be a tougher one. And then Virginia Tech.
And then the ACC championship game, they are the number 1 team right now.
Yep.
Now, their loss came to NC State, too. Maybe NC State is, maybe they're balling. I don't know.
But you know what's wild about that game? That game was not technically an ACC conference game. I don't because of the scheduling when Virginia lost to, who did you say? NC State. That I don't think that game counted as a conference game.
No, you're right.
It doesn't because Virginia is undefeated in the conference. How is that possible?
I think they had to add another game to their schedule or something like that.
So it
I don't know
counted
the
as a
full
non-conference?
It counted as a
that's
non-conference game.
That's so weird.
Which helps them though.
It does in this case, yeah, because right now they're in the driver's seat.
That's weird as hell.
Being the top team in the ACC.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. Whoever gets Virginia in that first round, if Virginia makes it, they're going to find life very, very good. Virginia, Virginia's fine. Like they've
been barely winning.
They had the big win against Florida State when Florida State was ranked 8th, but now we all look back and we're like, okay,
yeah,
they're not much. But
what about Tennessee?
Tennessee's done.
They're done.
They're out of there.
Yep. You lose.
They screwed that one up.
I mean, that was a game in which Oklahoma was still reeling off the loss to Ole Miss. John Mateer's confidence was down. Like he had not been the same QB after he suffered the injury. Came back a little too soon. He just wasn't the same quarterback. And Oklahoma in the second half did whatever it wanted. If they needed, it was only 33-27. I don't want to make it sound like it was a blowout or anything,
right.
but Oklahoma moved the ball consistently. Yeah, that's a home game. They got the black uniforms. It's, Knoxville at night and all this, and they just came out, in my opinion, pretty flat.
Yeah.
Texas Tech rolled. Let me see here.
Texas Tech, yeah, they needed that.
Texas, I guess they survived for another week.
Arch Manning's playing a little bit better.
He is playing better, surprisingly.
And Georgia survived again. Georgia survived Florida.
Yeah, that was tight.
They survived.
Listen, that was a down there in the fourth quarter, and I'm not mad with going for it, but there was I think it was a fourth down play where they got stopped on third down. Like, you got to get the first down. You got to keep the ball. You got to they were up in that fourth quarter, and then Georgia just took it down there and ran it right down their throat and scored. So Florida was in my opinion poised to win that game, and they just found a way to lose it there in the end. But I'm intrigued to see how Georgia, like what they truly are, because I don't know. They've had too many close calls this season. They had a close call against Tennessee, obviously that game against Florida, which you should be beating the hell out of Florida. They've had so many close calls this year. I don't know what Georgia really is.
They've walked the tightrope
They have
all year.
They have.
But their one loss, but here's the thing: they beat Tennessee, that was ranked. Their one loss was to Alabama, who was ranked. They beat Ole Miss, who was ranked.
Yeah,
they're going to get a shot at Texas.
Ole Miss is the big win.
Here's what we should be rooting for with Georgia. Okay, nobody wants to see Texas. We're all done with the Texas experiment. In 2 weeks, they play Texas. So let's have Georgia eliminate Texas. We can stop with all that talk, and we can all move on with our lives. Cool.
What's your problem with Texas?
I just don't want to see them play in the playoffs.
Okay.
He doesn't like
the only
Arch.
thing they had going for them was defense. Their defense has sucked the last 2 weeks.
He doesn't like Arch.
He's not disputing it.
No, he didn't say anything. See?
No,
I was waiting for Marsh. Marsh, I think, tried to play something.
No, I was just going to bring up something that Jamie brought up in the office. Speaking of Texas, they beat Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah.
What does that do now for Mizzou to bring it back locally?
If Mizzou runs the table, I don't think anything. I understand the question, but when it comes to
I didn't think
Mizzou,
it was a bad question.
It wasn't a bad question.
It was
at all.
Jamie's question.
I understand.
Appreciate your tone.
I understand the question. All I'm gonna say is
Get aggressive all of a sudden,
all I'm gonna say
Carey.
it's irrelevant. That's all I'll say.
Oh, so now I'm irrelevant.
If
Carey.
Mizzou runs the table,
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah,
if Mizzou runs the table, they're good.
Just call me Brock Purdy from
that's
now
all that
on.
matters. Like everything else that happens around Mizzou
Ashamed of you.
is it really has no impact in my opinion on them.
I agree.
They need to win out in order for them to
Had
be in the college football
Vanderbilt
playoff.
stayed.
I don't think it matters.
No, had they stayed as like getting the snot kicked out of them, like when it was 34-10, I think then the loss to Vanderbilt would have affected Mizzou a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
Just because at the time I was a top 10 team, and you lost to a top 10 team, but then they got pumped by another ranked team.
Yeah.
Man, they should have had that onside kick, too.
They nearly did.
Oh.
They nearly did. They had it, and then the ball bounced out of bounds. All right, we got the Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
406, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Angie Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Jake to the program. What's up, Jake?
Hello. Happy Monday, guys. How you doing?
Happy Monday to you. Appreciate you playing. Thanks for listening. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey, Jamie, or me in round 1?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Carey.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, Jake.
Thank you, Carey. You too, brother.
All right, so Carey's going to head to the cone of silence right now. Jake, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Marshy, spin that wheel.
What category are you open for, Jake?
Anything but random. Last time I was about 2 years ago, I had random, and me and Stalter were in a barn burner, and I came up short. So anything but random.
Well, Marsh is acting all crazy over there. What do we got?
Jamie saw it.
It was a hair off of being random.
But
It's baseball.
oh, nice. There you go. Jake, you got baseball.
All right, I think I'm all right with that.
All right, there you go. You're going to get 4 baseball-related questions today. Each question is worth 2 points, unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions are worth 1 point. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Los Angeles leaned heavily on its starters to win the 2025 World Series. But can you tell us the team's leading save-getter this season? Who led the Dodgers
And that's for the
in saves?
regular season, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go with the options on that one.
Kirby Yates, Blake Trinan, or Tanner Scott?
I don't even think Kirby Yates is still playing. I'm going to go with Blake Trinan. Final answer.
Question number 2. Long before Trey Savage and his splitter wowed the baseball world, there was Cardinals closer Bruce Sutter. How many saves did Sutter notch in the 1982 Fall Classic against Milwaukee?
Where's my dad when I need him? I'm gonna take the options on that one.
Sure. Was it 2, 3, or 4?
Well, I don't think it was 4. I'm going to go 3. Final answer.
Question number 3. Before becoming the Dodgers pitching coach, Mark Pryor was the minor league pitching coordinator with what team?
I'm not doing as good as I thought I was. Let's see. Mark Pryor. I'm going to take the options again.
Options are the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants, or the Texas Rangers.
What was the first one? The Padres?
Padres was the first option.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Oh, no, I don't think it was the Padres. What was option number 2? I'm sorry.
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, we'll go San Francisco Giants. Final answer. Not too confident, but we'll go with it.
All right, Jake, in 2025, who ranked first among all fielders in defensive runs saved with 22?
You know, I'm going to just go out there and take a shot because I know Masyn Winn had one of the best fielding percentages in baseball this season, so I'm going to go ahead and say Masyn Winn. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Carey from the Cone of Silence. Jake, how you feeling?
In the great words of Mo, not great.
That's okay. We'll see what happens here, Carey.
Not great.
There it is.
Carey's walking back in from the Cone of Silence. Big old smile on his face. He's feeling good. Feeling good about life.
Feeling the flow here.
Feeling the flow. Doing the bull dance.
Why wouldn't he? We're in that Fighting Illini.
ILL. Got a big dub this weekend.
There you go. Carey, how was the Cone of Silence?
It was cool. Me and Mike Ryder just talking. Tommy walked by, just talking, chilling.
Carey,
Yeah.
your category today is baseball.
Let's do it.
Pack a lunch.
Go Dodgers.
Speaking of those Dodgers, they leaned heavily on their starters to win the 2025 World Series. But can you tell us the team's leading save getter this season?
Oh, man. Was it Roki? This is a good question, Anthony.
Thank you.
It's a great face. Carey.
Options.
Kirby Yates, Blake Trinan, Tanner Scott.
Oh, good thing I did that. Ooh. Like it's either Blake or Tanner. Oh, T-Bone, as they call them. Tanner Scott, final answer.
Question 2.
Blake.
You ready?
Sure.
Long before Trey Savage and his splitter wowed the baseball world, there was Cardinals closer Bruce Sutter.
Mm-hmm.
How many saves did Sutter notch in the 1982 Fall Classic against Milwaukee?
How many saves?
Yes.
In
1982 against Milwaukee.
Okay, so in one series. Okay. So it's gonna be what? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 4. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's go with 3. That seems like a lot. Final answer.
Question number 3. Before becoming the Dodgers pitching coach, Mark Pryor was the minor league pitching coordinator with which team?
He used to be a Cub, so would you think of the Cubs? Map options.
Options are the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants, or the Texas Rangers.
I feel like all 3 of those are the correct answer. Giants, final answer.
Last question, Carey. In 2025, who ranked first among all fielders in defensive runs saved with 22?
You love this category.
All analytics, really.
Nah, dude, it's big numbers guy.
Give me the options. Give me the options.
Key Brian Hayes, Masyn Winn, or Stephen Kwan?
Big analytics guy, huh? Well, Key Brian Hayes also won a Gold Glove. I felt like Masyn Winn, but I felt like that's too on the nose, you know what I mean, Jamie? Which is probably why it should be him. Yeah, think about the test. Person that writes the test, writes the questions. He's pretty on the nose, isn't he? Give me Masyn Winn. Final answer.
Ooh, we're in the weeds there.
Ooh. Who do you think wrote this question?
I don't know. I thought it was
I was
Bradford.
wondering if he even knew. He's
like it was
profiling
Bradford.
Somebody doesn't know.
All right, here we go.
Could have been Grant. I don't know.
Jake versus Carey in baseball. Long before Trey Savage and his splitter wowed the baseball world, there was the Cardinals closer, Bruce Sutter. How many saves did Sutter notch in the 1982 Fall Classic against Milwaukee? Jake went with 3. Carey also went with 3. Correct answer is...
Saves in games 3, 7, and that's it. 2.
2 was the answer. 0-0 tie. Before becoming the Dodgers pitching coach, Mark Pryor was the minor league pitching coordinator. Where? Jake went with the Giants. Carey also went with the Giants. Correct answer is...
It is a California team. It's the San Diego Padres.
San Diego Padres was the correct answer. Score check, Jamie?
0-0.
The Dodgers.
You know what the damn score is.
Leaned heavily on its starters to win the 2025 World Series. You know who this is?
AC, damn it.
But can you tell us the team's leading save getter this season? Carey went with old T-Bone. Tanner Scott. Correct answer is...
T-Bone, Tanner Scott. Yeah.
Carey with a 1-point lead.
Wow.
This one gets interesting. In 2025, who ranked first among fielders, all fielders, in defensive runs saved with 22? We heard Carey say Masyn Winn.
Yeah, we did.
Jake also said Masyn Winn. but Jake didn't use the options like Carey did.
Yeah.
So if it's Masyn Winn, we're all tied. We go to the tiebreaker, and I feel like we've been going to the old walk-off a lot here in the Gauntlet lately. But if it's Ke'Bryan Hayes or Stephen Kwan,
Let's go Ke'Bryan.
then Carey pitches a 1-0 shutout. Jake.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Who's not Masyn Winn? Correct answer is
Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan. So Carey was even rooting for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Wasn't him. Doesn't matter. Carey wins 1-0 today in the Gauntlet. Sorry, Jake.
Oh, no worries. Thanks for letting me play. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate
job,
you.
Jake.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing, man.
Hey, can I give a shout-out real quick?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I just want to give a shout-out to my fiance, Courtney. I know she's at work. She was not able to listen live, so she's going to listen to the podcast a little later. So I just want to say hey to her, and I love you, and I'll see you at home.
All right. Shout out to Courtney.
Congrats,
Very
Courtney.
done. Yeah,
Good luck.
absolutely. Good luck, man.
All right, thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks, Jake.
Boy, Marsh would have crushed him. Jake seems like a really nice guy. Yeah. Nice job, Carey.
Thank you.
You got the old 1-0 shutout. Way to go.
Can't call myself a Dodgers fan if I didn't get that one right, huh?
Yeah, very true.
You know?
Yeah, we were all prepared to crush it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty big Dodgers.
It's a good thing Carey won the Gauntlet because he would be having a bad day.
Marsh's
we'll
poll.
find out next.
The poll
They're ridiculous.
is done.
We'll tell you the latest, and we'll also dive into the NFL QB Carousel. Marsh isn't the only one that's owed an apology today. Turns out somebody put a pretty big spotlight on a quarterback in Seattle and was laughed out of the room. That quarterback was damn near perfect last night in Washington.
That was pretty good, man.
We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN. Well, Jamie, our guy Stewie's on the line right now. Unfortunately, it sounds like rates are climbing, but now's the perfect time to actually call our guy Stewie and take advantage. Is that right, Stewie?
Anthony, everybody thought Federal Reserve was cutting interest rates. Interest rates are going to go down. Well, you know what they did and what they say are two different things. And after they cut it 0.25%, they said that they may not cut it again in December. And the market's already factored in that cut. So all of a sudden we're seeing interest rates tick up a little bit. Now, what does that mean for you? Take advantage now. We just refinanced an ESPN listener, gave him $45,000 to redo his kitchen. I don't know how he's doing it so cheap. I can't get away with $45,000, but he's doing it for $45,000. His payment actually went down $92. So take advantage, get a lower rate, improve your cash flow, put yourself in a better position, and enjoy life because that's what the money's there for.
I love it. I love hearing these stories, and Stewie always has great stories, and he loves helping out our 101 ESPN listeners. So do yourself a favor. Whether you're purchasing a home, refinancing, home improvement, call our guy Stewie. Personal cell phone number, 314-324-4440.
Again, 314-324-4440.
Call him. Tell him, say, hey, Anthony and Jamie sent me in. He's going to love to help you out, and I guarantee you he's going to get you the results that you want. That's our guy, Stewie. He needs to be your guy. If you can't remember anything that we just said, what can they do?
You can always Google the Bagel and get all the information right there from Stewie's website. Stewie, thank you.
Enjoy life, guys. Have a great night.
NMLS number 226715.
All right, so we had to resort to having Andrew Marsh throw his poll out there again. People jumped on it because we needed a ruling on Carey Davis and his bet the board parlay.
The mistake that was made.
The mistake by the lake, we were calling it.
It's a mistake by somebody, that's for sure.
Carey decided to choose the Cowboys, who don't play until tonight. Technically, it's a November game, but we allowed the listeners to vote for 1 hour on whether or not Marsh should win outright or we should go to a sudden death tiebreaker tonight. And the hour's up. And Marsh, what do we got?
Here we go. This was the question. Should Carey Davis and I be tied for Bet the Board in the month of October, or should Carey's mishap cost him a tiebreaker? Of course, hashtag Marshy's poll. Here are the results. We had 61 votes in this hour. Tied, 36%. Carey loses, 64%. We had a couple people commenting, of course, leaving a comment on X. Kevin said it's not Carey's fault nobody checked him. Are we going to ignore the fact that one of Jamie's picks on Friday, Avs and Golden Knights first period over, was placed in the 4 o'clock hour for a game that started at 3 p.m.? He made a pick for a bet that was already over.
No, that's not true. That's actually not. That's fiction.
Plankton said for Carey Davis to be voided is criminal. The 2 other legs should stand, and he should get his 3rd leg tonight, too.
I bet he wants that.
Alex says free CD. Malt says all that arguing I just had to listen to is why I voted Carey loses.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, Carey.
So people have spoken. The comments are for Carey, but the voting is for Carey to lose.
That's, the vote. We give the people a voice, and they exercised it properly. It's fine. Carey, better luck next time.
It's all good.
There's a game in December if you'd like to bet on that one, too.
Yeah, I bet on it now.
All right, so now we need new contestants.
Third period if you choose the.
So congratulations to
first
Marsh.
Period over.
Nice job, Marsh. He won the month of October.
The run is over.
The run is over for Jamie with 5 months in a row.
So what did I end up with?
Carey, you end up with 14. And congratulations to Chase, who picked me.
Nice job, Chase. So Chase will get a 101 ESPN prize pack. Now, we do need new contestants for November. Text in 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Text in, Bet the Board or BTB, whatever you want to do. If you would like to play and have an opportunity to draft one of us for the month of November's Bet the Board. All right. Let's dive into the NFL QB Carousel. Some interesting play last night, including from Sam Darnold, who was perfect up until he threw an interception. Otherwise, he was outstanding.
He was great.
In the win over Washington last night. He finished with 4 touchdowns in the game and has really given Seattle an opportunity, after they won 10 games last year, to win the division or at least go to the playoffs. That NFC West race is fascinating. You got the Seahawks at 6-2. You got the Rams at 6-2. And the 49ers, who are basically Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh, they are 6-3. And no offense to the players. I don't mean it that way. But the 49ers have been incredible, given the circumstances.
Yeah, and injured.
Yeah. But Sam Darnold, I'll accept your apology at any point.
I mean, he is playing like the quarterback with the most improved this season.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Certainly is.
Seattle Seahawks decided to move on from Geno Smith. That looks like a
great call.
Oh, boy.
Him and Brock Bowers had something going on.
Yeah.
Albeit against the Jaguars.
Yeah. Jaguars actually had a good defense.
On the field.
They actually did have a good defense.
They did.
Until yesterday when they allowed Brock Bowers to do whatever he damn well pleases
play football
for 4 quarters.
He's a good player.
Yes, he is.
But no,
the knee's okay.
Yeah, Seattle is they look really good. Like they look really good with Sam Darnold under center playing quarterback. He did a fantastic job. That first half I thought was pretty much flawless.
He was incredible.
He was incredible. He had a lot of targets, had a lot of guys catching passes. Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think, is proving himself to be one of the best receivers in the NFL right now. And they beat the hell out of the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the Commanders defensively are a little bit older. They got Bobby Wagner and they got Von Miller. Like they got guys. They're not defensively. They are just there. And then Jaden Daniels gets injured.
Who thought that was okay to
I don't know.
roll with the same defense?
I don't know.
As a year ago.
The head coach, he's a defensive guy, isn't he?
No, yeah, he's real good.
Yeah.
Did they finish dead last?
Yeah, dead last. But no, I think that they are. I think they are proving that they are a really good football team, and Sam Darnold seems to be poised, confident, controlled, understanding. Like there were blitzes that he was facing. He was not. It didn't bother him at all. Like it didn't interfere or interrupt with anything he was trying to do. So I thought he did a really good job yesterday.
Caleb Williams. What'd you guys think of his play?
Oh man. Okay, so he obviously they won. He ends up fulfilling the duty. But when I watch him play,
what was he doing?
Yeah, he didn't. I guess that's a bad way of putting it. He ended up doing the job. Okay,
got the job done.
Yeah,
283 touchdowns, added 5 rushes for 53 yards, also caught 2 passes, including a touchdown.
When I watch him play, and I've said this before about this individual, it's like he's blindfolded, and then he snaps the ball, and when he gets the ball in his hands, they rip the blindfold off and go figure it out.
Yeah,
because every time it's like he's panicking. It's never like, you get it, the confident 2-3 steps back, calm the pocket. Oh, this crashing down, move up a step, 10 yards. It's like, no, it's none of that. It's hike, hair on fire. Yeah. What am I seeing? I don't know. Where'd my guy go? I don't know. I'm going to run this way. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, there's another guy. Like, it just doesn't ever look calm.
Do you remember the old what was it, Nike had the Michael Vick experience there's the commercial that put the guy in it and it's a ride and he's and he's flying all around and he's screaming.
That's what... Yeah. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. That's what
it looks like all the time.
Yeah, it's almost like that, the game where the board would buzz and the players would vibrate. Yeah. But hey, you know what? I like what Ben Johnson's done, including giving the kid a running game, whether it's DeAndre Swift or yesterday it was Kyle Monunga, who had a career day. He was incredible.
Kyle Monunga is a really good running back. I got to see him last year at Rutgers, and I thought he was outstanding, both in pass. I mean, he can pass protect his butt off. He's not a huge running back, but he finds the hole, and he's low to the ground and does not get taken down easily. So I was very pleased to see him have the game that he had. But Caleb Williams, you take care of the football. You only were sacked twice, which means the ball is getting out of your hand. You're not studying or trying to figure out. You're making good decisions. 20 for 34. Didn't have a high completion percentage, but 280 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, no turnovers, and only sacked twice. I thought he played as good as he has. He's starting to turn the corner in terms of who he is as a quarterback, in my opinion.
And that was a big win for the Bears, given what happened last week against the Ravens. Sure. They easily could have lost that game based on how it was going with the Bengals. So if you lose 2 games, maybe you lose some of that momentum that you had, built at the beginning of the season, and things sort of go haywire like it did last year after they lost to Washington, because they were starting to build something there last year as well.
Yes.
So that was a huge win this week for the Bears, for sure, especially in a division with the two top teams losing.
Absolutely. That was headed for a very Bears-like loss.
It was.
Instead.
It really was.
But then
Instead,
it went to
the
a
Bengals
Cincinnati-like loss.
Hold my beer. We'll take care of this.
I still can't believe that the two safeties who didn't even attempt to tackle the
just
player.
hit him.
No, they just went and run into him.
You fall over. Into the end zone. Matthew Stafford, 24 of 32, 281 yards, 4 touchdowns in the Rams' 34-10 win over the Saints, albeit playing a Saints team that may have the number 2 overall pick behind Tennessee.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, Stafford avoided throwing an incompletion until the Rams' second drive. He looked cool, calm, collected, comfortable. Again, this NFC West is very interesting. You got Stafford, you got Darnold, the 49ers have played well despite the injuries. Even Arizona's competitive.
Arizona is and they've on.
I wouldn't be shocked if Arizona wins tonight in Dallas.
Agreed. All of their losses have been, I think, by one possession. Like they aren't getting blown out. They are right there, one possession away from winning those games.
Yep.
But the same thing I said about the Seahawks, I can say about the Rams. They are very impressive. I thought that Matthew Stafford went into the season. We were like, oh, he's got a back issue. He's not going to be the same. Matthew Stafford, all he's done is lead the league in passing touchdowns. Like, he's doing a fantastic job. And fine, I think Puka Nacua got injured in that game, and he had already missed some time.
Which game was that?
Yesterday. Didn't Puka get injured yesterday?
I believe so. He caught a touchdown
was it late?
pass.
Because he caught an incredible touchdown pass.
Yeah, I think he got injured
again
in that game yesterday. But you still got Devontae Adams. Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback, in my opinion. I think he's done a fantastic job of taking care of the football and just leading that offense in the way that they need to.
So I was thinking about this on the heels of Game 7 of the World Series, and these two teams I'm about to bring up, I could definitely see them in the Super Bowl. You have a group of fans up in Buffalo who have some fans in Toronto. There are some Toronto fans that are fans of the Buffalo Bills. Could you see the Rams in LA taking on the Bills this year in the Super Bowl? A little rematch for maybe some of those fans up north as they take on an LA team once again.
I don't see it personally.
You know me, I love my storylines.
I love your storyline.
Does LA win again in this story?
I don't know. I hope not.
If the Rams play the Eagles, they won't get past the Eagles. They just won't. Their corners are, and the Rams have played the Eagles tight. They should have won the game this year.
And the Eagles made some additions while everybody was.
Yeah, they did. They added Jalen Phillips from Miami
and a couple of cornerbacks.
But the corners for the Rams are athletic, but they're undersized. And remember, A.J. Brown did whatever he wanted to him. When they finally said, we're just going to start throwing the ball to him, he was tossing him around like a rag doll. I just don't see the Rams going to Philadelphia and winning that game. If it came down to that.
They might not have to, though.
They might not have to, because maybe Jamie's Lions takes care of business.
Maybe not.
They better
or the Rams could
wake up.
Be the number 1 team in the NFC. Like, the NFC is wide open right now.
You close your mouth when you're talking to us.
I don't like the Rams. I'm telling you what I'm watching.
That doesn't sound like.
I think the Eagles are the
Where did this
number
love
1
for the
team.
Rams come in?
Right?
Oh, come on.
Well, I thought you were a Vikings fan.
I am a Vikings fan.
This is disgusting.
Yeah,
It is filthy.
You know what?
It's filthy for
I'm
you
disgusted
to
with myself.
root for the L.A. Rams.
I'm not rooting for
After
anybody, though.
everything that franchise did to this city.
Shame on you, Marshy.
Unbelievable.
It's a lot to take on a Monday.
You know, guys, let's take a beat here, okay? Let's walk out. Let's clear our
Take
thoughts.
a beat or taking a beating, because I'm taking a beating right now from you guys.
And this is supposed to be your day.
I'm having a great day.
Your Vikings win.
A big win.
Absolutely.
Your Vikings win.
100%. I won Bet the Board.
You just won Bet the Board.
Yeah.
What?
Didn't get an apology, though, from Carey.
Nah, I ain't
About
coming.
what?
About my quarterback.
About your bet the board? Good job, man. Proud of you.
Way to go, man. Proud of you.
You know, Carey, I hope the Cowboys win tonight.
Oh, Snapdragon.
I do, too. I got the Cowboys.
Or at least I hope their offense puts up a lot of points.
Could Eli Drinkwintz really leave Mizzou after this season? We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues back in action tonight, taking on the Edmonton Oilers, trying to find the win column. It's been a while since the Blues have won a game. They lost over the weekend to the Columbus Blue Jackets by a final score of 3-2. Tonight, you can listen to the game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6:30. Puck drop is at 7:30. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's Masyn on 101 ESPN. By the way, if you submit to play Bet the Board, if you send us a text to play Bet the Board, just make sure you pick up your phone. Marsh is trying to call you.
Man.
Trying to get you on here.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. We need four contestants by the end of the hour.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, Eli Drinkwintz. He's going to be a name that will be discussed for many head coaching openings. As we know, LSU, Penn State, Florida, Auburn, these are just some of the schools that either could or will have openings. Eli Drinkwintz. Jamie, I thought you brought up a really good point last week when you said, you know what? Mizzou has a shot here in the SEC to continue to, be a playoff contender each and every year. Mm-hmm. They've got a strong NIL fund, and Eli Drinkwintz has already proven that he could be a good recruiter. Why not just stay and continue to do what you're doing as opposed to starting all over again, even though it's at Penn State, even though it's at Florida, even it's at one of the bigger programs. He's got this thing going in the right direction. This is not what it was, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, where you had to be at a big program if you wanted to win a national title. However, these programs are going to throw a lot of money at Eli Drinkwintz, I'm sure, because I don't know who the top candidates are outside of Matt Campbell at Iowa State. We know Matt Rule is staying at Nebraska.
The more jobs that become available.
Did I say Kurt?
Kurt Cignetti.
Kurt Cignetti.
Yeah.
I get that. Do you remember Frank Cignetti, the former OC for the Rams?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll say Frank Cignetti when I mean Kurt Cignetti.
Oh, yeah, you said Kurt.
You said Kurt.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. As I was saying, the more teams that become available that are, I would say, high-profile teams, the harder it is to keep your coaches, especially if you have a good coach. Like whether it's Eli Drinkwintz or name your coach that you think is good for that spot. But when I look at where certain programs are at right now, like, is LSU at a point where adding Eli Drinkwintz puts them back into national championship competition? I don't know.
Yeah.
Penn State, I don't know. Auburn, I don't think so. The list goes on. Mizzou right now is sitting at 19th in the nation while using their third quarterback right now. I don't. If Drink was able to, we'll call it, steal some players in the transfer portal, maybe Missouri turns into a playoff team for the next 3-4 years, like guaranteed to be a playoff team. But again, the resources available at some of these other places, not just to pay Eli Drinkwintz, but to bring players in. Name your program, it might be back in the top 10 next year.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the fact that, I look at, and I don't know why people do this, but they don't understand that I compare Illinois and Missouri to each other a lot. We are similar in the mindset of, yeah, we're in the Big Ten. Yes, we're in the SEC, but we're not Michigan. We're not Ohio State. You're not Alabama. You're not LSU. Like, those are programs that are different. And yes, the transfer portal has opened some things up. NIL has opened some things up where you can win anywhere, but I put that in air quotes, because can you win anywhere consistently? Like, Indiana's having a hell of a season this year. If Indiana makes it to the national championship game, do we think that Indiana is now going to be one of the blue bloods in college football? I don't think so. And so, for me, if you're looking at what Eli Drinkwintz has in front of him, you win 10 games at Mizzou. Yeah, you had a hell of a year. You win 11 games. You had a hell of a year. But winning 11, 12 games at LSU is going to put you in the national championship conversation. And the players that you get at LSU, and I get it, like Mizzou is in the Big Ten. You get Big 12, in the SEC. You can't say that, Carey. There is a difference from the kids that want to play at LSU than that want to play at Missouri. There's a difference from the kids that want to play at Michigan than that want to play at Illinois. Your job is to try to transition that, but the only way that happens is consecutive college football playoff appearances, consecutive opportunities to win national championships, consecutive, like year after year after. It's not a one-off. It's not a one-year type of deal. Right now, Mizzou hasn't made it to the college football playoffs, nor has Illinois. So, and if you are Eli Drinkwintz and Penn State comes and says, hey, we'll pay you $13 million a year. I don't know what he's making right now, but if they're willing to pay
$9.5,
if a team is willing to pay, even if it's similar to what you're paying, $10 million, I think the conversation that Eli is having is, how far can I actually take the Missouri Tigers in comparison to how far can I take the Penn State Nittany Lions? And I think that that's a real conversation that he would have to have internally. And I'm not saying that I don't think Eli Drinkwintz is a coach that should want to leave Missouri, but if Penn State calls, if Florida is calling, hell, if Florida State is a job that's available here in about a month and a half, like those are conversations that I think any coach would be willing to listen to, especially if the number is higher than the number you're getting right now.
So we got a comment.
And I do think he's going to be high on the list now because Matt Rule is out, Kurt Cignetti is out. Like you got some coaches that
he's going to be on the list.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be on the list for some of those teams. Auburn just fired their coach. There are 4 openings in the SEC. Like it's a lot of opportunities that are ahead of you. 3 openings in the SEC. Like there are a lot of opportunities ahead of you that it's going to be hard for, in my opinion, Eli Drinkwintz to turn that down, knowing what could be versus what is.
So Anthony C. in the Snake Pit says, how is going winless against top 10 teams, 24-22 in conference play, and 6-13 against ranked opponents going in the right direction? They choke in every meaningful season game. Because more content, more conference games next year equals more cupcakes. Because there's only a elite amount of coaches that have winning records against top 10 teams.
Correct.
That list is actually a lot smaller. You're Anthony, I understand where you're going with this, but your scope is very narrow here. I mean, if you look around, plus he's at Mizzou.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So if you swap that and put those players in those situations that you got from Florida or LSU, you're probably looking at it and saying, yeah, we probably win those games. And that, again, that's no knock against, because I know people get so sensitive when you talk about their programs and the amount of talent that is at those programs in comparison to other teams.
I'll add the qualifier at the end, CD.
Because our talent at Illinois isn't at the same level as the talent at Ohio State, right? So you have to understand that this is what it is. This is where you are, and how do you get better from that? You have to stack multiple winning seasons, and not just winning seasons, college football playoff winning seasons, like opportunities to be in a national championship winning season. Those are the things that can turn a program around. It used to be you go to consecutive bowl games. Yeah, you're doing things in the right direction. For us at Illinois, we got a chance to win 10 games again in a regular season. Never happened back-to-back years. So this is something that we will build on if we're capable of doing that. But if you're trying to be a national championship contender and you want those caliber players on your team, you have to be in that conversation. And I think Eli will look at it and say, do I have that real opportunity to do that at Mizzou or at another school that has had those opportunities in the past?
I'm trying to look this up now because he came back and said he's making $9 million a year, raised the bar for that price. You're going to be shocked to see what some of these other coaches are making.
Well, we've seen the list. It's crazy.
It is. Let's see here. Kirby Smart is making
13 or 14.
He's making 13. Ryan Day, 12.5. Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is making $11.5 million. Dabo Sweeney, who's granted he gets national titles, 11.2. Steve Sarkisian's making 10.8. Dan Lanning, 10.4. Kalen DeBoer, 10.2. Brian Kelly, who just got fired, 10.1.
Eli is up there in the top 10, though, isn't he? Or top 15?
Eli's 11th. Yep.
Yeah.
And Lane Kiffin's making the same amount.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Bill Belichick's making 10.1. to get bossed around by his girlfriend.
Hey, we don't know that to be true.
Some people pay less for that.
Yeah, very true.
Most people pay less for that.
Get paid less for that.
Harsh? No. Okay. All right. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We do need some bet the board contestants. So.
We got 4. Hopefully they answer the phone.
We'll be good then. All right.
Pick up the phone.
Let's dive into this Blues matchup tonight and light the lamp here on 101 ESPN. Hey, if you haven't tried Underdog Fantasy yet, what are you waiting for? Tonight's a perfect opportunity. You got the Monday Night Football matchup. You got the Cowboys. You got the Cardinals. And making plays on Underdog is super easy. Just choose whether or not certain players like, I don't know, CeeDee Lamb. If you like CeeDee Lamb's matchup tonight against the Cardinals, maybe you like his receiving yards higher than 83.5 or receptions higher than 6.5. For me, I like Trey McBride tonight with Jacoby Brissett starting. Jacoby Brissett loves himself some Trey McBride. Higher than 6.5 receptions is one of my favorite plays with Trey McBride. I also think Jake Ferguson winds up having a good game. Give me higher than 41.5 receiving yards for him. But how you want to make your plays, it's completely up to you. At Underdog, get your entries right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. Download the app today or head to the Underdog website. Sign up with my promo code, Anthony. That's it. Just my first name, Anthony, to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is my first name, Anthony. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present. Missouri terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concern or through play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. Before we dive into some Light the Lamp fun as the Blues take on the Oilers tonight, let's go to our Callier and Thompson phone lines where we've got Big Steve on the line. Big Steve is our first contestant for the November battle in Bet the Board. What's up, Big Steve?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not much. Appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing. Would you like Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me for Bet the Board in the month of November? You got the first selection.
We're gonna go with Jamie Rivers.
All right, Jamie Rivers.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jamie's ready to start a new streak.
This is the revenge tour.
I like that. All right, so Big Steve, you're paired up with Jamie Rivers. Congrats, man, and good luck.
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's go, Big Steve.
There you go. There we go. First selection. Big Steve selects Jamie Rivers for November.
It's been a while since I was picked first, even though I went on that run. All those
You gonna
months.
keep reminding us?
What?
You gonna keep reminding us?
He dominated our face then. He's going to
About his
dominate our
voice.
faces in
Carey,
November.
Keep telling us?
If I had 5 Super Bowl rings and I wore them, would that offend you?
Nope.
Then what's your problem?
He'd actually ask you, where's your MVPs?
Yeah, I would.
He would. Because he values the individual game more than the team game.
Oh, damn.
No, the team game is just a team game.
Anyways, all right. Jamie. What does this season so far for the Blues mean for the whatever?
Yeah. I don't know if you can even tell yet what it means. This is just not the start the Blues wanted, man. You're 12 games in, you have 8 points, you're last in the Central Division. It's just not good. It's not good at all.
The Blues are, I believe, tied for the worst record of the NHL.
You know what, Marshy? I was going to say worst in the division, but you know what? You want to go one further? Go ahead, Marshy. Go ahead. Get your pound of flesh.
As the Flames.
Get your friggin' pound of flesh. Go ahead.
Are we not a stats and facts show?
We're not.
Yeah, we are. I got
have a fat ass.
one side.
Email about it.
You haven't the 10-year listener.
We haven't.
We haven't a 10-year listener.
The only thing the Blues have against the Flames is the fact that they played 2 less games, I believe.
And head-to-head, they kicked the crap out of
They
them.
did.
Okay?
They did. That might have been the last time the Blues won a game.
Wow.
No, it wasn't, Marshy.
You're right. They played Dallas, and they won.
And they beat Vancouver. That's
They
3
did, they
wins
did.
on the schedule,
That
Marshy.
is true.
Those are 3 big wins. Someone call them spirit wins.
Spirit wins.
They're not
spirit animal?
wins.
You know what, though? Let me tell you
Spirit
something.
animal?
Anthony
Where's
criticized.
Joe Boo at?
No.
Well, Jamie killed him.
That's not true.
Whoa,
I didn't
you
kill
did?
him.
The idea of
Hey, the fact that he wanted to go
Smokes.
shot for shot with me that night is not my fault. That was his personal decision.
Okay. What were you saying, Mark?
You criticized the new uniforms. The Blues, however, at home,
Don't say it.
they beat the Dallas Stars wearing the old uniforms.
Guess what they're wearing tonight?
The old uniforms.
Oh!
So Anthony's going to take Blues money line tonight and bet the board.
I will not. I promise I'd only take foosball from here on out.
You did say
And
that.
action starts tomorrow night. All right. Let's light the lamp.
Yeah.
Somebody, please.
And a couple of guys can really shoot the puck.
Shoot! I must confess you scored first. Well, who was the first person?
Breakaway! Shoots! Score! We got hockey to learn.
All right. Marsh, latest standings.
Yeah, Carey's still in the lead. He's got 6 points. Jamie with 5. I now have 5. Anthony, you're still at 1.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. I was talking about this guy earlier, and I think the opportunity is going to be there. Give me Dylan Holloway.
Holloway.
Oh,
come on.
Who's it now? Me?
The board.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I checked the bylaws. There is an extra rule in here.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it says if a player scores his first NHL goal and you picked him, it's worth 5. Give me Dalibor Dvorsky. You'll 5-pointer.
And if he doesn't, you
Lose 5.
lose
No,
5.
that's not true. You just get
Minus
0.
10.
Yep, minus 10.
What is that Illinois math?
The bylaws.
It doubles.
It doubles the negative.
That's a lie.
It's a dash 10 is
I don't
what it
think you can
says
have
on
a double
there.
negative,
You
right?
can't have, no, because it
In
turns
a
into
sentence,
positive.
no. In math,
No.
maybe.
Math,
I
yes.
don't know.
Oh, guys.
He's a
come
minus
on.
10.
You guys have lost it.
Well,
I blame,
that may.
you know, okay, a couple things here. One, I blame you, first and foremost, Carey.
That makes sense.
Hell,
Just
I
for
do.
bringing that attitude all day. Second, I blame you for falling for
That
it.
makes sense.
What the hell's your problem?
He agreed.
For this specific
notebook, or I
situation.
can write some stuff down. Got it. No.
Don't write it down. Nobody's reading that.
That makes sense.
Give me an audio message, please.
No, I got decent handwriting. I just can't spell. Jamie, is it your turn?
For what?
He just gave
Jamie just went.
Oh, so that's right.
5 points for
Marsh.
Dvorsky.
Okay, take it easy. Marsh.
This is what I'm dealing with.
You guys know I love a good storyline. I was going to go with Dylan Holloway, but give me the other former Edmonton Oiler. That's right, Nick Bukestad. I think Nick Bukestad's going to score tonight.
All right, I got Jordan Kyra. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN.
That's it?
Yeah. Marsh had a thought.
So sour.
He had a thought with those scumbag Dodgers winning themselves the championship. And he'll share said thought and also criticize the Dodgers. Next on 101 ESPN. 5:05, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Before we dive into Marsh's thought about the Dodgers winning the World Series, we got Bethany on the line. What's up, Bethany?
Hello, how's everybody doing?
We're doing great. We appreciate you playing Bet the Board for the month of November. Now, Jamie has already been selected, but you will have Marsh, Carey, or me to choose from. Who would you like to go with, Bethany?
Okay, well, can I just take a moment of your valuable time and tell you I love all four of you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Thank you very much.
Very sweet of you to say that.
Well, I have a connection with Carey because I know he was a high school coach and I worked in a high school, and so we've got that bond, and whether he knows it or not. And then Jamie, I first started listening to the show back in COVID when Jamie's daughter would do the rankings.
Oh, yeah.
During COVID.
Power rankings.
Yeah.
And yes, the power rankings, which was like what got me through my work from home days.
Oh, nice.
Anthony and his turtle story, you gotta love that one.
Thank you.
But I tell you what, I have to go with, I am in Minnesota, and I gotta go with my Minnesota partner in crime, you betcha, Mr. Marsh.
Ended that plane perfectly.
Yes. Well done, Bethany. All right, you're paired up with Andrew Marsh.
Love it. Thank you.
No, thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening as long as you have, and good luck to you. You got Marsh this month.
Sounds like a plan. Love it.
All right. Thank you, Bethany.
Thank you, Bethany.
Take care.
Skull Vikes, Bethany.
All right. Skull.
Nice.
Nice. Now, guys, I have a theory here. You may not like it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Bethany sounds like an incredible human being.
Yes.
What does Marshy do to incredible human beings?
Breaks their heart.
You're saying Chase must be a terrible person.
Breaks their heart. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What does Marshy do
That's
to
a
the
different game.
most amazing people?
He buries them. He buries them. He's got bodies littered in his basement.
Yeah.
No.
They are. It's starting to smell a
from the
little bit,
gauntlet.
too. Coming through the concrete.
There's
too.
hockey bags and golf clubs down there.
Well, those days, you got to smell that.
Check the golf club for DNA, too. Bethany, I hope that's not the case, man. I really do.
Yeah. She was very sweet.
She's amazing. That's why I felt bad. I was like, no, don't pick Marsh. Don't pick Marsh.
She found a connection with all of us. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, all right, so Marsh is off the board. Bethany chooses Marsh. Speaking of Marsh, you had a thought after you saw those scumbag Dodgers be gifted a World Series by the baseball gods.
Did you watch that series?
You can't really be happy, though. No.
Did you watch that?
This is an act.
Best baseball.
Nobody likes the Dodgers.
No, you don't like the Dodgers. You don't like the Dodgers. You don't. I do.
You don't.
I do.
I think you like the idea of the Dodgers.
You know what? Jamie brings up a great point. Mm-hmm. I'm with Jamie.
Thank you.
You like the idea of the Dodgers.
Like you want the Cardinals to be like the Dodgers, but you don't like the Dodgers.
You're projecting. You're like reverse projecting here.
Love for the Cardinals to be like the Dodgers in terms of how they spend money. But they won't, so then I would just root for the guys that do.
Why does it got to be spend money? Why can't it just be win games?
Win games,
Nah, he went
spend
straight
money.
to the money thing.
He did. That's another
Find
thing.
a way.
Remember the character flaws?
Find a way to win championships, Good pitching, Be outstanding.
In Carey's defense, he was an actor at one point, and all the big-time actors go out to L.A.
Oh, wow.
I lived in L.A.
Carey was in L.A. Well,
I lived in L.A.
Pass.
You're from here.
Went to a Lakers game, became more of a fan of Kobe, went to Dodgers games. Like, man, this is a good stadium.
Are you acting right now?
It's a great stadium. It's beautiful.
Well, I just want you to know that when it comes to this, you are not appreciated. Okay?
Wow.
When it comes to this.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like a crab sandwich.
Nobody appreciates you coming on these airwaves and spewing your Dodgers crap, okay?
Yeah, that'll be okay.
In general, we all love you.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Every time you walk into the office, I feel, man, things are better right now because Carey.
Whenever I see Carey at the gym, I make sure to let him know that my presence is felt.
Yeah, you got to stop. Every time I'm at the gym, it's a guy walking up right behind me. I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah. He had his hat on, hat low. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, it's Jamie.
Is Carey
Just a little bit of hot breathing on the back of his neck.
Is Carey
doing my
the
sets.
the Jim Montgomery treatment from Jamie?
I never know. I might just go ahead, Carey. Look, no hands.
Oh boy, Anthony, you want me to?
Yeah, Mark, you thought?
Of course. So when that game wrapped up on Saturday, the first thought that came to my mind was something that you said last year about the Chiefs. You absolutely have to be perfect in order to beat that team. Typically, the teams that lost to the Chiefs, they beat themselves late in games or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. So I felt the same way about the Dodgers. The Blue Jays had every opportunity to win that game and win the series in general, and they just couldn't do it. Last year, the Eagles, they were the team that they smoked the Chiefs, right? We kind of saw that coming based on how the season projected for the Chiefs. But 2 years ago,
for sure.
Absolutely. Of course. 2 years ago, the 49ers, they don't know the overtime rule. You got to be perfect to beat the Chiefs. The Oilers, they've had 2 opportunities to beat the Panthers. You got to be perfect in order to beat the best teams. And it was no different this year or last year for the Yankees and the Blue Jays. The Yankees, just bad fielding, bad pitching, timing, bringing in a guy that hadn't pitched in a while. We're gonna throw him in with bases loaded.
Yeah.
Against one of the best hitters in baseball. You got to be absolutely perfect, and I felt that way about this series because the Blue Jays, again, they had every opportunity to win that game on Saturday night. They couldn't get it done. But for all these teams, and there's more teams throughout history that also fall into this category, what is like one trait that all of these great teams have in common?
For me, it's attention to detail. They are so they understand the minute details of everything. Yeah. Bill Belichick, pre-North Carolina, understanding every single rule, preparing as such, preparing for any situation, game plan specific, go to, any unbelievable team, over the last X amount of decades, the attention to detail is second to none. They're not going to be in a situation that they're not already prepared for. And it's often because of that preparation that the other team makes the crucial mistake that allows an opportunity for the great team to win.
I was going to say clutch. They come up clutch. They come up big in those moments.
Sure.
I can't remember what game it was earlier in the playoffs, but I feel like we had a situation where infield was in and the ball was hit to an infielder and they threw it to the wrong base. I don't remember.
Phillies. The Phillies lost their season ended.
Their season ended because they didn't know what to do in that moment. And then you have the Dodgers in that same moment and the Blue Jays were in that same moment, bases loaded, throwing home, like knowing where the ball should go. Even when it's high pressure situation, not panicking, because those are the things you coach all season long. Like you practice those things. But when the moment arises and everything is on the line, some people panic and their brain just kind of explodes and they don't know what to do. So I think being clutch in those moments, like making that play, Paez, you substitute, you get a defensive substitution, and Marshy was saying that he doesn't think Tommy Edman makes that play. He probably doesn't.
Maybe doesn't. Maybe we'll never know.
But here's the thing: he might not. Paez is taller and bigger than Edman, correct? He actually reaches up and knocks Kike down and is able to still make that catch. Those two similar size might run into each other and the ball hits the ground. So just being able to be clutch in those moments, I think that's what championship teams have, and it's the people that you don't expect, right? It's the John Paxsons hitting the shot. It's the Steve Kerrs, Robert Ory,
sure,
Max Muncy or Rojas, like Rojas hitting that home run. Like you don't expect those moments. So I think that's what great teams also have. And also have the great players, but they also have guys that come up clutch in those big moments as well.
Yeah, very true.
And that's how you get postseason heroes.
The bottom line is, going back to your initial comment, Marshy, the Blue Jays had to be damn near perfect every moment in that World Series, and specifically in games 6 and 7. 6-7. But game 7.
Your kids haven't started
no,
yet?
They have.
Yeah. You know what, though?
I just wasn't prepared for it. I don't know why.
By all of us doing this, we can stop that
kill
movement.
it. Yeah, you're right. especially the parents.
The NFL did make a commercial.
Yeah.
6-7.
6-7 commercial.
Maybe they'll
Now
run
it's
it.
definitely dead. Yeah, these kids are going to be like, you know what? Nope.
It's not cool anymore.
Not cool anymore.
On that note, just keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Put myself in timeout.
No, you're fine, Jamie.
No, it's fine.
You're fine. You're doing a bigger thing.
Sure.
You know? Yeah. Water boy and the snake pit goes. Are Jamie and Anthony still in the studio?
Just what are you talking about?
Well, probably because it's getting darker and you can barely see us.
You guys are? Well,
Marsh has got perfect lighting. CD, very good lighting.
Yeah.
But for us,
I like to operate in the dark.
that's
Jamie was born in it.
boy, molded by it.
He embraces it.
All right, back to the NFL. Marsh found this NFL one-sentence takeaways for some of the teams in the NFL. I mean, the Sunday was so crazy in the NFL. We've covered a lot of the games. We still haven't scratched the surface. So we'll dive back into it next on 101 ESPN.
All right. Carey was talking earlier about running into me at the gym. I see Carey all the time working out. Anthony's working out. We're doing all this because we are back feeling good about ourselves. For so many months, even years, I felt different, not the same, tired, sluggish, didn't want to go to the gym. When I did, I didn't work out the way I should because I had low testosterone. I'm going to help you out. Head over to Mentality, 2 locations, South County, Chesterfield. Get in there. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you. They're going to talk to you, ask you the right questions, and they already know. By asking you the questions, they know the answers to the test, and then they actually perform the test, which is the blood panel, and then you find out what's going on, and then they create your personalized program for you so you can feel better and better and better every day.
It works. That's the bottom line. It works. I feel more energetic throughout the course of the day. I feel less tired, of course, because those two go hand in hand. I feel as though that I can accomplish more and more tasks throughout the weekend when I'm constantly busy running around with the kids, or we got, this party, this thing, this. We got to go all over the place, Jamie. And, oh, by the way, still got everything to do outside. I feel great. I feel like I want to do it. I want to accomplish it. And then I come into the office here, and we always have a lot of fun, but I'm always in a positive mood. Mentality has helped not just restore the energy, help me in the gym, but for Jamie and I, it's helped in life as well. So visit mentality.com/radio if you want to book an appointment, or when you do head down there, tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in there. It's Mentality. All right, we had Big Steve, and then we had Bethany, and now we have Steve on the line right now. What's up, Steve?
What's up, guys?
We appreciate you playing Bet the Board this month. Thanks for listening. So Big Steve took Jamie. Bethany just selected Marsh, so it's either Carey or me. Who would you like to go with?
Well, first off, since Big Steve's already been taken, I'm Steepo.
Steepo, there you go.
Steepo.
Nice.
Yeah, from Steve Stepanovich and John Sundvold. Thank you very much in high school.
All right, there you go. I like that.
And Carey Davis.
Let's do it. Let's go.
There you go.
You're done.
All right, Steve, you're paired up with Carey.
Yes, and Coach Randy says hi.
Oh, tell him I said hello.
I will.
All right.
There you go. All right, Steve.
All right, big shout out to the newlyweds, Nick and Carey, down here last month.
Nice.
All right.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
Congratulations is right. All right, Steve. Well, appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing. You got paired up with Carey.
Yes, thank you very much. Good job, boys.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Now, Marsh, you had found this article at the Bleacher Report. It was basically just a recap of the NFL action, right?
Yes, it was.
With losers and winners, top takeaways, things like that. But NFL one sentence takeaways. So if you were to say, for example, Carey, your Steelers, one sentence takeaway from the Steelers' upset win against the Colts, what would it be?
Defense finally showed up. I mean, 6 turnovers. You sack Daniel Jones 5 times. You hold the offensive MVP, if not the MVP of the league, and Jonathan Taylor to 45 yards rushing. The defense finally showed up. They did what they are supposed to do, and we expect more of it. And if you get defense played in Pittsburgh, you usually win championships.
There you go. Carey just gave his Steelers one sentence takeaway. What about you on your Vikings, Marsh?
Mine would be, let the kid play.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And, of course, you're talking about Mac Jones.
McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy.
Not Mac Jones.
Okay, I thought you were maybe making a play for Mac Jones to keep the starting job over Brock Purdy.
No.
Or maybe you're a Tyler Shook fan.
No, not
after
at all.
what he did yesterday in L.A.
Yeah, he didn't do much, Anthony.
No, he did not.
But J.J. McCarthy, he has not played a lot of games. He's played 3 games now. I think the rest of the season is let him play and see what you have out of him. If you can win some games and somehow the team can find themselves in playoff contention, that's great. But ultimately, you don't know what you have unless the guy is on the football field. So I was very encouraged by what I saw on Sunday against a really good Lions team on the road. So if you're a Vikings fan, you got to be happy about that. 4-4. Great division, and right now you're only 1 game out from being in second place. Of course, the other teams have to lose, but you just never know. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, especially in the NFC right now. So you got to be happy that you didn't watch Carson Wentz play another football game, and you got to watch a kid play.
There you go. I got one for you guys. What a waste of a great defense.
For the Falcons.
Houston Texans. I know Davis Mills had to go in that game yesterday, right? But this isn't just about the C.J. Stroud injury and Davis Mills comes in. That Houston defense is outstanding. It is legit. And unfortunately, because they've had so many struggles offensively, whether, bad offensive line play and or the injury to Stroud and or the injuries to other players like Nico Collins, or whatever it may be, a lack of a running game. This Texans team is wasting an outstanding defense. I mean, there's no reason outside of they just couldn't move the ball with backup Davis Mills that they should have lost that game against the Broncos. Yeah, I mean, they were really in control. And I wasn't overly impressed by Bo Nix and Sean Payton in that game. There was a sequence late in that game where they had, I don't know if it was designed or Bo Nix just did it, 2 rollouts to nowhere on a crucial drive. They could have won the game. Now, they eventually did because, again, Davis Mills was in for Houston, but I didn't think Bo Nix played that great.
Anthony, if the Broncos don't know what the hell they're doing, then neither do the Texans.
That's a good call, Jamie. That's outside of the box thinking that we need.
I think the Texans are, the fact that they get to the 1 yard line in consecutive games or I guess in the past couple of games and can't find a way into the end zone speaks volumes about that offensive line.
Spot to score a touchdown.
Actually, no. It's probably the easiest. One of the easiest. If you get to the 1 yard line, you should be able to, especially if you get 4 downs, Anthony, you should be able to get into the end zone at some point, I would assume.
I'll look it up.
Some teams get 5 downs.
Some teams do. We don't.
That's if you let
like to talk about it.
That's if you let them.
That's twice today.
But I said this about Bo Nix, and I don't know what the Broncos are. I said that last week. I'm not certain of what they are. Yes, they are. 7-2. They are. I think they're still leading the division. But to me, they aren't a team that strikes fear in me. Defensively, they have a very good defense. Offensively, Bo Nix, I don't know what you're going to get from game to game. If he's going to throw the ball away, if he's going to give it away, if he's going to be able to find his receivers downfield.
175 yards on a dime.
You don't know, though. Mm-hmm. You have no clue. You don't know what you're going to get from him. So, yeah, for me, it's difficult to figure out that team.
Jamie, do you have a one-sentence takeaway?
Yeah, I'll go right to my Lions. I kind of said it earlier, but I'll get a little more philosophical with it right now. If what you did yesterday still looks good to you today, you haven't done much today. Bottom line for the Lions.
I like that.
That is good.
When Goff got there and Dan Campbell, they were a terrible team. You need to remember what that felt like. So when you have a winnable game against the Vikings, no disrespect, but the spread was astronomical. I think it was 10.5 at game time. Close to it, 9.5, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
that's a big favorite. And you stubbed your toe. It just can't happen again.
Yeah. We haven't even talked about this one. Bills and Chiefs, man. The Bills, it was 28-21, and Mahomes has it laid, and the Bills miss a field goal, and it opened the door wide open. I mean, Kansas City have its opportunities. Otherwise, I thought Buffalo controlled that game from the outset.
This is exactly what Andy Reid and the Chiefs wanted.
They set it up this way.
Let them win in the regular season, and we crushed their souls in the postseason.
Yep.
I think they're 5-1 against the Chiefs in the regular season.
Yeah. With Josh Allen.
How about the playoffs?
Like 0-4. 0-4.
I think they're over.
I think they're over.
Because the Bengals are the one team that beat the Chiefs.
They're definitely over.
This was the 10th game between the two. I think they're 0-4 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Yeah. Got them right where you want them, Andy.
Andy
Reid.
You're doing great, Andy. You're doing great. I got one more for everybody. I'd rather have Tony Romo than Parker Romo kicking extra points.
It is, brother.
He's trying, man.
Is he?
I don't know. You can't miss an extra point. Not when your team fought that hard to get back into the game.
And let me tell you something, CD. The 84-yard drive, the hardest thing the Falcons have ever done. The most difficult 84 yards that they've that was a mind-numbing, difficult 84 yards they had to get. And this fool comes off the bench and misses the extra point.
He still had 4 minutes left in the game, though.
I don't care. Kick the extra point.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Hey, at least it wasn't Kirk's fault.
Fool.
It wasn't Kirk's fault today.
I'm sure Kirk patted him on the butt or something. Hey, buddy, you're going to do great. And just gave all his awfulness to Parker Romo.
Anthony, can I read what the Bleacher Report had as their one-sentence takeaway for the Falcons? It says, season spiraling out of control.
It's over. It was over. It was over when, you know what, they told us everything we needed to know when they lost 30-0 to the Panthers. Okay? And the Panthers are a good team. Don't get me wrong.
Panthers are a good team. You got to give those guys credit.
You just lost 34-10 to the Dolphins, who could not do anything right on Thursday Night Football at home. You suck. You're terrible. Zach Robinson's terrible. He gets bailed out by Drake London or Bijan Robinson. That's it. Every play is contested. I was telling Carey this. Watch. If you watch those games, every catch is contested. Why? There's no imagination. You're not freeing up anybody.
They don't have 70 plays like you do.
I cut it down.
Hey, your team's undefeated.
Yes, we're 6-0.
Playoffs.
You know why I chose the Falcons for Killian's team? Everybody thinks it's punishment. I just wanted to see one Falcons team win in my lifetime. Okay? Wow. That's the truth. Wow. And these poor kids who have done remarkable things, they've overcome that logo.
Oh, you have the same logo?
Same logo, same everything. It says Atlanta Falcons right on it.
Has
Same
the NFL
logo.
called you?
The NFL supplies uniforms. Actually pretty cool. They supply everything.
Do they really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They do, I swear.
Yeah. It's flag football.
They donate it.
Trojan horse. There's a Trojan horse somewhere.
No. They donate it. They donate.
How many people are forced to buy season tickets somewhere?
12.
Yeah.
Anthony, do you wear a jersey out there as well?
No.
Do you have like a clipboard?
Do you go the whole Tom Landry full suit?
I should. We got the playoffs this Sunday.
The Jim Tressel look.
Yeah.
Don't cut the sleeves off your hoodie and put a pencil in your
You
ear.
should. Do that.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for Matt Patricia.
No,
Just
it certainly did not. Although he's doing fine now. And
Did you see that? You didn't see the video where they were booing Knowles? They were playing Penn State.
Yeah.
And they had the old defensive coordinator in the press box. They were putting the video on him, and the crowd would boo, and then they would put it on Matt Patricia. They're like, yeah.
Oh, really?
They kept going back and forth.
Really?
Like 3 or 4 times. They would put the camera on Knowles in the press box. They would, boo. They go back to Patricia.
That's just good old fashioned fun.
It was good.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We've got Bet the Board. So we got one more person to match up, and they're gonna be with me.
Chris is his name.
Warm it up, Chris.
I'm about
to.
We'll do Bet the Board next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues take on the Edmonton Oilers tonight. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. Pregame starts at 6:30. Puck drop is at 7:30. If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobstar and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Masyn on 101 ESPN, so it's time to play Bet the Board again. Congratulations to Chase, who selected Marsh in October, and both Marsh and by extension Chase won for Bet the Board. So congrats. Everybody has been selected or almost selected. We're trying to get Chris on the line. But Big Steve chose Jamie with the first pick. Bethany selected Marsh with the second, and another Steve chose Carey Davis. So Andrew Marsh, you're trying to get Chris on the line right now. He's got the first selection, so we'll try to get Chris here, and then we'll go from there. By the way, we've got Oilers and Blues pregame at 6:30. Puck will drop at 7:30 right here on 101 ESPN and the Blues Radio Network. All right, we got Chris on the line. Chris, you and I get paired up, my man.
Fantastic. I was hoping for Marshy because I'm a fellow Vikings fan. I was in MetLife and for the Philly game also. I was surrounded by mostly Eagles fans, unfortunately, but I also hate Kirk Cousins, so we got that in common.
Hey, you know what? Some of the greatest things in life have been born through spite. So, Chris, I feel real good about this, my man. I'll try to get it done for you.
I believe in you, buddy.
Thank you. All right, Chris, see ya.
All right, see ya.
That's funny. See, I'm not the only one, CD.
Yeah, I see. It's crazy.
No, it's not. Yeah, we all see it. If you're not Caleb Williams and being blinded before the snap, you can see that Kirk Cousins is not great. All right, Marsh, you're leading us.
All right, I'm going to go with the old Jamie Rivers play, the power play point. Unfortunately, it's an Edmonton Oiler. Give me Leon Draisaitl over 0.5 power play points at plus 114.
That's dirty, March.
I know, it is nasty.
But he didn't pick them to win.
I didn't pick them to win.
Dirty.
I didn't pick them to win at all.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I really don't like it either, considering the Blues are in a 7-game losing streak. But, it's whatever works for Marshy.
I don't like it either. Give me Connor McDavid, power play point.
Is it on me?
No, it's actually Jamie. Jamie came in second place.
That's right.
What do you have, 15?
Oh.
He had 15.
Things just get better and better. I don't know why I said that. Give me the Oilers and the Blues over first period. 1.5 minus 135.
Wow. Ban that.
That's a shock.
3-0 Blues after one.
That's
rather shocking.
Yeah. I'm going to go on the alt spread line.
Make
and take the Dallas Cowboys minus 2.5 at minus 146.
Did we check that, guys?
It's right here. You can check it.
Is it on the right day?
I mean, it's the Cowboys.
He's been waiting since Friday to play this game.
Yeah, I have been.
Let him have it.
Then I had the money line on Friday, and it clearly jumped up. I can't take that.
No, sir, you cannot.
I do have it at minus 2.5.
All right. I'm going to take Trey McBride, 7 or more receptions at minus 145. 7 or more receptions for Trey McBride.
So is Kyler Murray back, or is Jacoby Brissett still slinging the football around?
That's a great question. Jacoby Brissett is starting tonight for your Arizona Cardinals.
That team is a better football team with him as quarterback.
They are a better offense, I believe, more efficient. I thought he played very well against Indianapolis. Okay, he played very well against Indy and Green Bay. Mm-hmm. Those are two obviously quality opponents, and Jacoby Brissett looked pretty good. Yeah, ESPN's is the latest. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray foot will not play in Week 9 against the Cowboys. Team reportedly set to see how the veteran signal caller responded to a pregame workout, but it appears he will miss his third straight game. Murray's next chance to take the field will come in Week 10 against the division rival Seahawks, which will mark over a calendar month since he sustained the foot injury when you include the team's Week 8 bye.
Sounds like a soft benching.
Yeah, soft benching for the veteran, Jacoby Brissett.
Anthony, we have a good question here from Gator in the Snake Pit. Did the Chips beat Western Michigan?
We blew a lead. Blew a lead late.
Oh, man.
Yep, we lost 24-21.
Oh.
Yep, it was quite devastating. I'll get the time for you guys here because I know you care. You know what? I can't say anything. Eggplant emoji is in the Snake Pit is always giving me crap because I think he's a Western Michigan grad. So, congrats to the Broncos for getting it done. Wow, yeah, yep. We lost 24-21. I was close on that score. I think I had the Chips winning. I think I had the Chips winning 21-20 or something. They scored with 4.5 minutes left in the game. We were leading the entire time.
That's a tough loss, man.
Yeah, it was close, but it's tough. Well, like I told you guys before, I mean, you can't lose to Pitt 45-17 and Michigan 63-3 and think that you're a national title contender. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of what they've done. You know, they rattled off 4 of their last 5, but you go on the road, you lose to Akron. It's just we're not there yet, guys. We're just not. We're still in the rebuild.
Got some work to do.
We're still in the whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. No, it's disappointing. We're 3-2 now in the conference.
It's not great.
That was tough. It was a tough loss for us.
Big loss.
Yeah. So.
Had the ball there, up 21-17.
Yep.
2 minutes left, and 3 and out.
Just couldn't get that first down.
Couldn't get that first down.
No, exactly.
You know what, though? I don't know why those Western Michigan Bronco fans were celebrating like they just won the national championship. It's just a rivalry game.
It's a huge rivalry game.
Celebrate like they just won the national championship.
I actually don't mind them doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because they have absolutely no chance of doing anything else. Right? So if you win a big rivalry game and you have no chance of winning anything else, then that's a big moment for you.
Yeah.
But if the expectations are college football playoffs or like even you can't celebrate beating a 30th ranked team or something. I don't even know what that is. Wow. Whatever.
Okay.
Congrats to the Broncos.
No.
No, that's not how I'm supposed to do it.
No.
Why?
Because I'm standing here.
That's a big win for them, Anthony. It's mad respect for CMU. That's how big of a win it was.
Okay, I'll take that. Let's wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN. Chestnut on 101 ESPN. Time to wrap up the show here. If you missed anything, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN mobile app, presented by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. The podcast, presented by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Carey, what'd you learn?
I learned that I need to pay closer attention to my picks.
To your what?
Picks.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
What the hell you think I said?
I don't know. Just making sure.
Yeah.
It's always good to clarify.
I don't have my glasses on, so sometimes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, can't hear
properly.
Yeah, that helmet was squeezing your forehead earlier.
It was. It really was.
Jamie, what'd you learn?
I learned that even though sometimes there might be things that get, overlooked, things like that, that the great listeners of the Fast Lane will always keep the integrity of the show.
Nice. I'm assuming you're talking about hopping on Marsh's pole and doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Marsh, what'd you learn?
I learned that I will never, ever get an apology from Carey Davis as it pertains to my favorite quarterback at the moment.
Let's see how long is your favorite quarterback.
You know what?
Oh, snap.
In fairness to Carey.
I mean, he threw for a hefty 143 yards.
When he gets over 150 yards passing, no interceptions, I will ask Carey to rethink.
He won the game.
I know.
They beat the Lions.
He did.
The team won the game.
Good throw to Jalen Naylor.
The defense won the game.
Yeah.
It's a team game, man.
JJ played fine.
When he goes for, you know what?
He probably never will.
Yeah,
that's not how he plays.
Never get an apology then.
It's his third game,
He's
Carey.
never going to pass over 150 yards.
How was your favorite quarterback in all time? How was he in his first season?
He's
not great. He threw
Exactly.
He led the league in interceptions.
It wasn't an NFL
terrible.
record, but he definitely led the
He just
league.
made that up.
He was awful.
I was going to make it up. And I stopped myself.
Yeah.
The thing that I learned today was that our listeners are awfully spiteful too. You know, we think we're just the spiteful ones. But clearly, those that hopped on Marsh's poll to vote against CD was sick of his Dodgers smack earlier in the show.
They were.
And they went to the poll and voted against CD.
Yep. It's all good.
Can't convince me otherwise.
They did what
that
they
was
were
a spite play.
Able to do within their power, and there we go.
They let their voice be heard.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It doesn't change the Dodgers winning the World Series, so man, got that.
They should win the World Series. They handed it to them.
And they did. Nah. Did the Blue Jays hand it to them? No. They took
No,
it.
the baseball gods handed it to them.
They took it. Blue Jays played their butts off,
Clearly
man.
cheated.
Blue Jays played outstanding. Dodgers just a better team.
All right, Marsh, go ahead.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
All right, our third star of the day goes out to the Michael Vick experience.
Yeah.
The ride.
Yep.
Yes.
The ride.
Clarify that.
Yep.
Yep, the night
commercial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
From back in the day.
Which was
years ago.
What did we were comparing it to?
Caleb Williams.
Yes, absolutely. Our second star of the day goes out to Mr. Irrelevant, Jamie Rivers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anthony said he was irrelevant earlier in the show.
No, I didn't.
Check out the podcast.
It was really weird.
First star of the day goes out to Gossamer, the starting netminder for the Toon Squad in hockey.
Yeah.
Gossamer.
Those sneakers on. Let's go Blues, man.
Yes.
Damn it.
Let's pick.
Let's go.
Please win.
Damn it.
For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers,
For
I'm
me at all.
Anthony Stalter.
Win.
See ya.